Hello, 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 welcome back to your friendly neighbor noob. Of course, I'm friendly. We're back with another series. We're here with Final Fantasy Online, going from level 1 to level 60. Now, unfortunately, this series was originally uploaded ages ago, but it got corrupted, so we had to re-upload it. I hope you enjoyed just as much as I enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Don't forget to eat spaghetti, as all of that really helps me out with the algorithm and really helps out the channel, of course. But anyway, let's get right into it. Let's go.
We went from level, what was it, 45 to 50, and honestly, it was hell. I figured out that I had to become a white mage. Well, everyone wanted me to become a white mage. I didn't have to. Well, that's cool stuff. But it was a bit of a stress for me because I was just like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? But I did actually get to experience a lot of the Conjurer to White Mage storyline. And yeah, it was actually quite fun. I will say it was quite fun and I enjoyed it. I'm really happy that I got to do the offside sort of stuff, the side questy things, because it was nice to have a class story and understand what my class was like. I got a whole bunch of new, healing stuff. But other than that, yeah, we got back onto the storyline. We learned quite a lot about our characters, and yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. We got betrayal, lots and lots of betrayal, and I'm okay with betrayal, you know. But today we are going to start off once again with a nice little dungeon, a nice little daily dungeon to get us a little boost. I like the daily dungeons. I like to start with a dungeon and sometimes end with a dungeon. You guys know about 3 levels in, I'm like, where's another dungeon? Well, let's see what happens. So, of course, we start off with a nice little boost. It's only halfway through level 50, but it's a nice boost either way. We need it. We do definitely need it. So, I'm going to find where the first quest is. Okay, main quest. We pick it up from over there. Okay. Oh, I'm going to grab my little chocobo. We're going to go pick up that quest. The quest is... Oh, we have Heart of the Forest as well to do. So we have a few different quests. We have Heart of the Forest, which is at Camp Tranquil, which is a class quest, which we definitely want to do. We've also got Rock and Castrum, which I might start with the story quest first and then move on to the class quest. I wonder what we're going to get from the class quest. I don't really need Cure anymore, so I don't need to do another dungeon yet. Plus, I don't have to downgrade for dungeons, you know. No downgrading for Friendly. Friendly doesn't like to downgrade. Friendly also likes to talk about himself in the third person. Because Friendly's crazy! Crazy Friendly! Oh my god. Okay, so we have to speak with Ruben. That's actually one of the easiest names I've had so far, Ruben. I was expecting something else like Rushnaira or Harudushni, and me just being like, oh, I don't know. Oh my god, that is such a beautiful mount. Oh my god, that level 80 is so beautiful. I want that mount. That is so pretty. You know what? It sucks. It just sucks. It just sucks. Look, I like my chocobo, and he's got me through some tough times, but I want that mount. I want it, and I want it now. What is that? It's kind of like a floating, scary creature. Flaming Sergeant Divulge. That is creepy as F. Oh. Is this a dungeon? Am I doing another dungeon right now? Oh, seems that I am, I think. Or is this just a cutscene? Oh, it's just a cutscene. But still, that's a very big gate you've got there. I want to design something like this for Minecraft. Design a giant gate for Minecraft. Unfortunately, I've run into a snag. My armor is only item level 36, and I need 42 in order to do the next dungeon for the next part of the story. So instead, we're going to go do the class quest, and hopefully that will give us some armor. I'm really hoping. Whoa, that's a giant, ugly whale thing you got there. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Either way, we're going to go do the class quest and see if that can give us enough experience and item levels to get through. Because I don't actually know what's low item level. This one is level 45, level 44, level 28. Jeez, okay, I need a new belt. I need new earrings, new choker, new ring, new ring, new ring. So yeah, I need quite a lot. I need mainly jewelry. I need a lot of jewelry and a belt. I need a good belt. So time to get a good belt. We're talking to Eorzea. Forgive me, friendly. Brother and I have considered every possibility and attempted every incarnation at our disposal, but I fear our task of completing enchantment has proven beyond our abilities. It looks like we're gonna have to find someone else to help us, aren't we? You could, I don't know, try something else. Not even our sister possesses such power. Without a blessing of Torah, I can't. There's nothing we can do. So I need to receive a blessing of Torah. I can't. So I don't really know where to get that, but I'm sure they'll let me know. Look around you. Open your eyes, ears. Time is one thing we do not have. I don't know why you don't have much time. I mean, it seems you have perfectly good amount of time. Well. Returning to the great tree. Oh, it looks so pretty. Are they healing the great tree? Oh, we're all healing the great tree. Okay. I got my eyes closed. I believe in magic. Like how the twinkle of the light's actually hitting my face right now. Ooh, I'm magic. It's very pretty. Very pretty. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Scary time. What's going to come out of the great tree? Ooh! Dryads. Lots and lots of dryads. No. We must heal it. Great One rages. It's too strong. I cannot reach him. Stay focused. Why didn't we bring someone with us instead of, letting the forest turn against us? I will never know the answer. It seems no matter what we did, we couldn't heal the great tree fast enough. We destroyed all the guardians of the forest, but the tree just wouldn't heal. But now we have Toa Kant in the flesh. Which is really strange. I thought they were dead, but okay. And we're all healing all at once. And hopefully, we can heal the tree! Yay! The great tree is healed. I wonder if that's the end of the story then, because, like, we've done the big thing that we've been trying to do this entire time. And it's over. It's completely over. But Toa Kant is here. The Great One angers abates. You have done well, my child. He's a child! I'm bigger than him! I look older than him, too. Though I do look like some sort of cat twink right now. We have returned to the camp of Tranquil to speak with Eorzea to hand in the quest. I don't know what's going to happen next because I'm pretty sure that's it. We've done the big bad and now we have to find a way to get good armor. I don't know how to get good armor. That's my issue. I don't know how to get good armor and I don't know what's the best way to do so. But I might look at the high level areas and see if I can get good armor by working in those areas. So from doing the final quest of the class quest, I just did it. We just did the tree. That's it. It even told me this is the conclusion. We just got a circlet, some robes, some gloves, a belt, some pants, and some boots. All from just doing that quest. I don't like. They're better than the original by a mile, and I don't know if it's enough to actually pull me up to. Oh, it pulled me up to 56. I'm ready, and look at it. Look at those robes. I finally feel like I'm a cool healer. I really do. I finally feel like I look cool. I don't know. I feel it. Okay. I feel like I look cool finally. Before I was kind of feeling like, I look like a peasant or I look like a low class mage. And then I started to feel like I look like a gay harlequin. And now I look like a healer. So hopefully this means I can go into the dungeon because I've got level 56 stuff now. This is all level 50 stuff, but level 56 stuff. So I'm gonna head to the dungeon and we can continue on with the story. This dungeon actually needs 8 people, so it's one of those raid dungeons again. And I'm really worried that it's going to be a raid boss because I did not do too well with the last raid boss. In fact, I died pretty quickly. But it's the castrum, and it's looking like this is actually just a raid, not a raid dungeon. So it's hopefully going to be more enjoyable than the first one. This is a castrum more Meridania. Either way, I'm excited. No, we have a scene that cannot be skipped. I like cutscenes that can't be skipped. Maybe not for the, the second time. It's the first time, sure. But the second time it's going to get annoying. But this looks amazing. The design on this entire dungeon looks so cool. I'm not too sure what it means by... I think we have to use the towers to knock down the ship. I'm not entirely sure. But I guess we'll see. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Are we supposed to heal them? Or are we supposed to run? I think he pulled way too much. I guess that happens, but did you have to pull so much? We're like spam healing now. Oh my god, hurry everyone! I put some little bits and pieces on people. Okay, that's good, that's good. It seems we did okay. And damn, there's a lot of experience all at once. That's a lot of experience. Not going to complain about that. The other healer's amazing. Like, they're not even... They're not level 50. You can tell that I'm new because I'm level 50 and everyone else is... Oh, me and many are new. We like that. I think we're up to our first dungeon, or first raid boss. I think we're up to our first boss, which is a big, scary robot person with interesting commander on top. I mean, we've dealt with one of these before, but not in a dungeon sense, so this should be interesting. I hope he also has, some nice powers. Some nice powers, hopefully. Hopefully, I'm not too sure. I hear they are going to redo these. Oh, yeah, they are. Yep, they are. Okay, so we're up against the Black Eft. Which, is the Black Eft actually a dungeon boss? Because he's going down really quickly. I'm not even having to heal here. And that's a lot of health. That's 10,000 health. My goodness. That's at level 50. I only have 3,000 health. I feel so weak. Even the other healer has 6,000 health. I'm guessing it's because of their armor. I'm guessing it's because of their armor. But they just destroyed that boss. Destroyed that boss. I'm kind of liking the 8-player dungeons a lot more than I'm liking the 4 ones or the smaller groups. I just don't know why. It feels more like we're fighting a war against evil than we're just, casual dungeon with friends. I don't know if that's how I'm supposed to feel about this, but it's how I am feeling about this. And I'm really enjoying the weird story. I just wish you could skip through some of the cutscenes for the second time around. Like, for the first time around, I'm not minding. I'm just watching and get your popcorn and stuff like that. You can go, just sit back and relax. But a lot of people are just like, can we get this over and done with? Some people are actually waiting for us to, be able to watch it all. Okay, here we go again with another boss. This one is Magitech. Is it Magitech F4? No, that's the minor one. Oh, it's the Magitech Vanguard F1. Which, again, I don't know how quickly these guys are going to destroy it, but I have a feeling it's going to be fast. It's going to annihilate it again. This is a tank and spank situation, if you guys know that term. I think it's an MMO term, not a World of Warcraft term, but who knows? Who knows? I might be out of the loop on that one. We're charging in! We have Sid to help us out. We're charging in, and people are calling him Robotnik, and I just called him Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman! Because there's a robot guy. Okay, so destroy the field generators. We have to destroy one more field generator, and we need one more identification key, then darken the searchlights. I feel like this is the outside of, like, the first wing of a raid for some reason. Just because we are kind of destroying everything around the castle, so it feels like this is the first wing of the raid. And then we move on to the next part. This tank is just pulling everything and dragging them all to one area, and then we seem to be just destroying them. Which I don't know if that's the right plan, but it's the plan they're going with, and I'm just a little old healer, so I'm just gonna do what I'm told. It looks like we're in the third boss area, but I don't know how, because that area is blocked off over there with the purple layer, and we can't get through here. So are we supposed to defeat a bad guy, or does anyone know? I mean, you guys are a higher level than me. You should all know what's going on. It seems we're actually up to the next boss, which is a giant Magitech Colossal Robarictus. I don't know how to say the name. We already learned this. But again, he doesn't seem to be doing that much damage. Everyone just seems to be tanking and spanking. They don't have any really special powers other than adds. That seems to be the overarching theme. The first one was just doing waves and waves. The occasional, space you'd have to move out of. That was a circle. Then there was one that was throwing stuff. And this one is pulling adds, and you have to move out of the way of just a huge path. So, I don't know. So far, we haven't had any issues at all. And it felt great. One person died right at the start because we weren't really that ready. Everyone was just like, oh damn, okay, let's help them out. But yeah, so far, this is it's, again, not my favorite dungeon because it's not challenging, but it's interesting. I wish the jungle one had 8 people. Then it would have been fun. Like, it would have been like the most amazing dungeon ever. Wow, that is a really pretty version. Look at that. I love white and gold together. It just looks so beautiful. And Leva just looks amazing. Look at her in her beautiful white and gold. I want one of those. I want one of those as a mount. I really do. I still want my angel outfit, but I want one of those as a mount. See, I've got angel wings and it's got gold on there too, but I still need to get a good weapon. A nice weapon to go with it. I hate how it clips into the coat. It's the only thing I will say. I hate how it clips into the coat. We are now doing the main boss with the dearest Livia, and so far the boss has been okay. Like she does do a little bit of mechanics where you have to use these artillery cannons to fire, and we've got some missiles you have to pick up first. So you have to put it in the cannon and to fire at enemies. Then of course there's this thing where she pulls adds. It's all a little bit, there's a lot. But it is basically like she pulls out adds, you have a small mechanic with the weapons, and you have to watch out for occasional, areas where you can't step in. But that's usually from the adds. Her herself, not the most exciting boss. Not gonna lie, she doesn't seem that interesting. I think back to her counterpart, the last 8-man raid we've had to actually do. And honestly, I found that one a lot harder. There was a lot more to avoid. There were some things you couldn't avoid. And you really had to think about it. Like, I think the first boss and the adds of this area before we get to the bosses have been harder than the actual bosses, which shouldn't be it. You shouldn't find it. Like, I'm finding it really easy to heal. Like, way too easy to heal. It seems we actually have a second part of this boss where we actually have to kill them off of the actual It seems we actually have a second part of this boss. Now we have to kill her when she's not on the machinery, which I don't know how it's gonna go, but again, it looks like spankin' tanky. It looks a bit spankin' tanky, where they're just going in and hacking and slashing at her. Her health is going down really quickly. I really hope she has some towers, some mechanics. Oh, okay, so she's pulled more adds, which same as before. She has a, oh wow, that was cool. Shooting at the ground, making everything light up. She doesn't seem to do that much damage though, unless you stand in one of her things. I was hoping being one of the big four, she'd do a little bit more damage. Oh, okay, she pulled a Colossus. Well, she's got lots of adds for her. So she's pulling all the adds you got from the previous bosses. This is the end for you, Livia. I knew this day would come. I cannot bear it. Don't take it away from me. My Lord Gaius. Oh, she was in love with Lord Gaius. Of course. That's usually why they go evil. For love. Nah, sometimes it's for power, sometimes money, sometimes love. In this case, it was love. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Another poor fool who craved Gaius' affection over all else. May her soul know rest. I like how when you teleport to in the first area when you teleport, all the ads just sit around the teleporter. It's actually kind of funny. But I understand why certain things that are played like this. I understand that, the tank pulled everything to one area because that's where it's now going to sit, which is only a lot easier for us. But the amount of death could be avoided, you know. The amount of death doesn't need to happen that way. And Eorzea, I feel sorry for because I don't think they know how to play right now. I don't know if they know what they're doing, which I feel sorry for them because I've watched a video on someone playing this dungeon, so that's how I know. But they may not have. Gaius! Ah, Sid, my boy, you were late. I am right on time, thank you very much. I made sure of it. How dare they? How dare he come for my wig? I'm not really wearing a wig, so... How dare he come for me? Yeah, how dare you? I wish all these cutscenes were actually voice acted, because it kind of just... It doesn't... I have to read subtitles instead, and it doesn't feel as cool. So I wish they were just, like, you know, voice acted. It would have taken a lot less time to... well, actually, it would take a little bit more time to get it done, but it would have been nicer for the player. They're redoing these 2 dungeons, so maybe they'll make them skippable, maybe not. That was a really easy boss, like, literally just tanked him down. And that was it. That was it. No mechanics we got to see. It was really, really, really boring, especially for this many cutscenes. This is disappointing so far. Oh yay, we get to play with big robots. That's kind of cool. It's probably the coolest thing in this entire dungeon. I hate this dungeon so much. Never hated a dungeon before, and I'm finally finding out one I do. Another one of the 4 are here. Garlon, Nero. We've got 4 of them, and of course Gaius is the last one, or Gaius, whatever you want to call him. This is the 3rd one, the highest ranking tribus of the something or other. He's powerful, okay? He's just powerful. He's going to take a lot to deal with, and is another boss, and hopefully it won't be as disappointing as Livio was, but as exciting as the first guy was. I can't even remember his name now. That's how exciting he was. I can't even remember his name now. So far, it feels like so Sid was the one meant to take over Magitech. Nero wanted to take over Magitech. But Sid was more respected because he left, whereas Nero, the faithful, ever loyal person he is, was treated like second fiddle. And now he's really pissed off and he wants to take it out on us. Finally an interesting fight. Finally a dungeon that's worth fighting for. I mean, it's a little bit scary. I'll give it that. It's a little bit scary. Oh my god. Ow, 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 ow. He threw me into the electricity. That wasn't very nice. Oh, okay. I have hands on me. I don't know what to do with them. This hand keeps pushing me. I'm getting really upset with this hand. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Hey, that boss is more interesting than the last couple of bosses I've had to deal with in dungeons. So, yeah, it was really extremely quick, but it was alright. It was better. I missed the dungeon, the jungle and the manor. I missed those 2. Oh, and the what was it? The Frost Palace, whatever that was. Darkhold, I think it was. I missed those. They were so nice. The end dungeons have been pretty meh. What is that voice acting? Hello there, as you can tell me, headed here, you look like a douche. I mean, what was that? What even was that? That was awful. That was awful. I hated it. That was awful, and I hated it, and I want it to stop. Never want to see it again. Ever. Oh my god. Hello! Hello! I am Elkin. If you can't even hear, don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. Okay, the voice acting is awful in this, but I don't think that's his fault. He's probably just acting it out, but the words, the voice acting, just hate it all. Hate it all. It's gross. Ooh, Gaius.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Myself. Because I'm friendly. You know, I just do what I need to do. Get through the day. I say nothing and he responds. I love it. I say nothing and he's like, oh, how glib.
Eorzea's unity is
This is just bullshitly funny.
States are built on this.
Oh god, so we're on a elevator while defeating Gaius. Gaius? Van Valsia. It's a weird name either way. I don't even think if I tried pronouncing it properly it would sound any better, but so far, again, it seems to be that we're just like drilling him down. He's doing some interesting attacks, I will say that, but I don't really see much damage being done. Like, there's 400 there. Oh, 600 on me. Ooh, that hurt. Ow. Yeah. I don't get it. This is supposed to be the climatic, difficult as F battle, and we're about to defeat him. Was that it? Please tell me that wasn't it. Oh. So even though half of us just died because we weren't killing the ads, they were still able to completely destroy the main guy. That's how powerful he was. That's how much damage we needed to do. The DPSs didn't even need the tanks. That's how bad this was. I didn't even heal them most of the time because I was too busy running away from ads. I don't understand this. Oh my god. This was a bad dungeon. This was a bad dungeon. I hate Pretoria. Whew. Ooh. So they just had a bit of a battle, and unfortunately I was already down from the last one so I couldn't participate. But it looks like we're about to have a battle of the minds between the void and the light. Look at him. So scary. Well, actually, he just looks like a pretty boy with a cloak and a mask. So he's not that frightening. But I look like the light in my angelic gear. I like that I put on my angel gear before I actually started this, because it kind of makes sense now.
If thou wouldst pierce the shadows,
Make a blade of light. I got all the Jews! I got all 6. Wait, I want 7. Because 6 is an even number. I want an odd number. Or 8. Actually, 8. Ooh! Does that mean I get a new weapon? Please tell me I get a new weapon. Please tell me it's cool looking too, because my weapon at the moment has been very meh. Very meh. So, whoa! Oh my goodness. Well, sorry dude. The void has just been struck from his body. Body! Oh yeah! I struck it from your body! I don't know how I feel about what just happened, but it was definitely a nice climatic ending. I think after such a terrible dungeon, it really needed like a story hype, and that was the story hype, and I enjoyed it. Oh, the robot's back! It's back to save me! Yay! I feel kind of special, and I made a bond with it. Come on, let's get out of here. Oh, I think that's it talking to me, I don't know. But now we have a special connection with the light, so that's always a good thing, I suppose. Yay! I guess this is kind of the celebration. We're kind of all happy now.
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Oh my god.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Oh wow, yeah, this is the end. This is the end of the story. We're done! Well, technically, the race isn't over, but we have finished the main story.
Bound Thancred is no more.
Shouldn't that be the end of the race? Huh. Sorry, I'm just kind of like, huh. What do I do? Flying is unlocked! Yes, you can now fly with mounts in Lesnalia, Thalia, as Shroud, Gothis, Highlands, and Medora. Cool! Take flight, simply jump while mounted. That is awesome, I can finally fly. It only took me to finish the entire story quest to do so. Minphilius appears to be lost. I wonder what she's lost about. Friendly, it pleases me to see you are well. After everything we just did, you should be, you know, overjoyed, happy, like, even. So, I don't understand why she's lost. Interruption. A gentleman from Ashgana Sports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Toruto. Please inform the guards that I will not be receiving any further guests this evening. There seems to be something up with Minfilia, and I want to find out what it is. And I imagine this quest is going to help us. We have found ourselves back in Costa del Sol. Oh my god, it's so beautiful here. But no, I still remember the giant frog, so I'm not... Oh, there's even frickin'... What are those? Whatever they are, they're there too. So it's not exactly a beautiful destination for escaping to, but all those shells glowing in the night sure is pretty. And a giant ship, that's also nice too, but we are here to speak to Gigiruju? Gigiruju. Gigiruju! Oh, sweet sound of the sand, my musty must. Why have you forsaken me? Here's a bit of a dramatic one, isn't he? So after speaking to everyone and, you know, moving on, I am now having to go to find someone. Search for Philharmon. And I must admit, my favorite part right now is flying. This is so cool. I also got a Magitech, mount because of the finishing the quests and everything and finishing all the quest line. But the more important part being, of course, you know, the fact that I can fly now. Oh, what are they doing down here? Oh dear. You have more pressing matters. Yes, I agree. This is probably a more pressing matter. Let's deal with it first, shall we? Hopefully this will stun it. Stun? Yay! Stun! I forgot how easy it was to kill things. I forgot how easy it was to murder. Oh, there we go. All dead. All dead. Hello there. Hello there, Philharmon. Philharmon? I like Philharmon. That's actually her name. Oh, she's so pretty. I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gaboo's ire until it was too late. Yeah, you were still picking flowers when it came to attack you, so I'm pretty sure I knew that. I have realized one thing now that I can fly, because it's actually a lot faster than using my mount. But it also means I don't have to worry about spending so much gil coins on teleporting all over the place. Yes, I'll still have to teleport to different areas, but I won't have to teleport from Central Shroud Bentwatch to something else in Central Shroud. So that's a lot more enjoyable. Now we are reporting back to Minfilia. It just says, report back to Minfilia in the Waking Sands. Hopefully she's out of thought by now. She has nothing else to think about. Too many things. Antecedent, you have a guess. Lahamin. Acelia? Oh, she has a different name. Ooh. I'm just like, what's going on? Aww. Are they lovers? Are they best friends? Are they friends? What's going on here? What am I missing? I haven't seen her in years, friendly. I haven't seen her at all until I saved her. Then I saw her. I'm really interested to know what's happening. Oh, there's a staff there. I wonder if that staff has to do with anything. Truly believe when you told me that you were dead. What kept you away for so long? Oh, the Imperials came for her. Of course they did. That's their pursuit to endanger you. Aww. I don't understand. Are they lovers? I want them to be lovers now. I really do. I want them to be goddamn lovers. Unless that's supposed to be her mum. Is that supposed to be her mother? Oh, please tell me that's not supposed to be her mother. She looks way too young. I can't figure out that they're supposed to be stepsisters, friends, mother and daughter. You can't tell with this game because, like, the leader was a child of the Conjurer Guild. I actually got a new staff just then, and my god, it's pretty. Look at that. Look at that, and it suits my armor too, because it's you know, got the blonde for my blonde fur and hair, and then of course the white and the black. It's a pretty staff. I am happy with this staff. I really am. The other scorns have arrived, and sir, may I show you in? Of course, love to. Lotus stand, and we're going to be talking to the King Koopa, was it? Hail to the King Koopo. We're going to speak to Can Isina. Oh, the leader. Hello. I have a staff that looks like it's from your collection. I don't know if you gave it to me, but oh my god, he's cute. He's adorable. Oh, he's just so cute. I'm so happy to have this. But I'm really just waiting for this to all link to the Heaven Sword. Oh my goodness, there's like 3 huge ones. Don't you dare lie to me, Koopo. I know you're planning, and I won't allow it. There's some big Koopos. They're big ones, and there's a little one. They're bullying the little one. That's not very nice. I'm gonna protect him, though. We offered you a choice, and now you must repay us. By consorting with Biscuo, Imperials, Guardians, Sylphs, you're no different. The rest of them, actually, you're worse, Koopo. Traitor to his king's moogles. Kins moogles? Let's plot treason against the crown. He plots treason against the crown. Enough, Koopo. You answer a crime soon. Oh, God. Okay, this is... So I'm guessing we're going to go see their city. Or their home or something. Poor thing. Poor little thing. I have to tune myself with the warded entrance. And wait, is that a dungeon? Please tell me that's not a dungeon. I don't want to be fighting all the Koopos. They're too adorable. No. I think it is. I think it's a dungeon. He wants to show those foolish moogles a lesson. I think it's one of those dungeons that's just one. Throw much. Hard. Now available. Okay, hard. That's filling me with confidence. I guess let's do this. Please tell me this is just one of the, just one boss ones, because, otherwise I'm gonna have a nightmare. Yeah, it's just the one boss one. Yay! It's still hard, though. Okay, so this dungeon is you have to kill all the little ones first, and then the big ones. So we're killing all the little guys, and it's making me really sad. I don't want to have to kill them. They're adorable. Aww. So we've killed 3 so far, and we still have heaps to go. But as I said, this is just making me sad. I never want to have to kill Koopos, and now I have to. Well, technically, I'm healing, so I'm not doing anything bad. But they're very easy to kill, extremely easy to kill. And I don't imagine the boss will probably be the hard bit. Let's be honest. Oh yay, they're not dead! Look! They all got up! They all got up, which means they were just knocked out. Oh. What the frick are they doing? Oh hail King Koopa. But in saying that, they're not dead, guys. Oh my god, this is the cutest thing ever. I am overloaded with cuteness. I imagine that we do have to kill the king, or at least have to put him out of his misery. I don't know, but... From before... I mean, with these little guys, I didn't really want to kill them ever because they're just so adorable. But I think we actually do have to kill them now because they're back. I don't know. This is a very confusing dungeon, but I'm glad they're not dead. Now I kind of want to lose so they don't die. So after all the back and forth quests, helping Koopo, speaking to Amphilia, we are following a white-robed Asian. I am being judged. Okay. Brutish imps. I have to murder brutish imps. This shouldn't be too difficult, right? You know what? Let's do some of this. Let's do some holy powers. Womp. Womp. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna keep stunning you guys. What are you gonna do if I keep stunning you, huh? What are you gonna do if I keep stunning you? I feel like I found a trick to this game is just to keep stunning. I feel like that is the trick to this game. Just keep freaking stunning them. That was it. Oh wow. So I have to keep following him. Follow him up this way. Okay, so we've just defeated gargoyles, we've defeated imps, and we've defeated robed Asians. Now, hopefully, we'll figure out what this is all about, and are you good or bad? Because wearing white robes, remarkable, truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who detested Palabra could endure such an examination. I like how we're wearing the same sort of armor. It's kind of cool. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the assented. Did you not? Then you were acted out only in self-defense. Oh, he's kind of creepy, but I don't know if he's good or bad. That's kind of the thing to determine. Do I trust you? No. Are you good? Maybe. So it seems that the Waking Sands actually has a new place to call home. Revenant's Toll is over there, and this is the Rising Stones. And honestly, the place looks a lot better. It looks a lot better than last time, and it could just be seen as a simple, speakeasy. So I think that she's actually chosen a great new area. I'm wondering if we can see her at the old place, or is this just going to be her new place of standing? Which, I mean, this is an upgrade for off. It's a lot bigger too. Is that a maid servant? Oh, heavens. So she got a secretary? Look at her. Look at her go. She's important now. She's special. This is what happens with an update. This is what happens with an expansion. You get more important. Oh, everyone's here for the important meeting. Oh my god, we're heading back to one of my favorite cities. Ulda. Ulda? Ulda? I feel like some sort of alien from Star Wars. Oh, Misa Kanken. Something like that. It has nothing to do with this at all. But I like Ulda. It's actually my favorite city in Final Fantasy. For sure. For sure. I like how the more tired I get, the recording I did for level, up to level 50? Up to level 50, I was so tired. It was late, and I had done so much more editing that day that my brain was about to turn off. Ooh, a pup no longer. I do want to know what all these quests do, to be honest. But I just feel weird at the Polologist Guild. And if you get to level, I think, top level on each of them, which I just want to get to the top level on, to level 60 on each of them, because it actually gives you a crown. And I want the crown. I do. I want the crown. So we have to go Hastings Strips. Right? No? Yes? Oh, we do. We have to go Hastings Strips. So is there a way up here, or am I going the wrong way? I've gone the complete wrong way, haven't I? Ah, I'm a doof. Unfortunately, the ruler was not ready for me. He was not ready to take on such bold introductions myself. So I now have to go to the Quicksand to speak with Alphinoid. And Alphinoid seems to be my main one now. I mean, Minophilia was so much better, but, I don't get to talk to her as much anymore. She's moved on. She's moved on to bigger things, bigger and better things. Now I'm speaking to Alphinoid. I hope his name is actually Alphinoid, otherwise I've been pronouncing it wrong. It's probably more likely that I've been pronouncing it wrong. That's a high choice, a high choice, high chance. Oh, the new person.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea.
Yay, voice
from
acting.
The nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Why? Why do you need sanctuary? After doing what seems like simple delivery quests, all we had to do is deliver messages to people in the crafting areas. I don't know, but it just seemed very simple. I dare not hope for such magnanimity, much less accept it. Mistress is very generous indeed. Yes, she is, and she's more than happy to help you, it seems. And so am I. I like how I don't talk, though. I'm like... Oh. It's also weird when there's sound effects like long footsteps but no audio. Lady Yuguri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think we will be pleased with his reply. Well, hopefully we can work together and actually help you take back your place. Unless she's bad. There's also a chance that she is evil. Don't forget that. So after everything we've been through, it looks like we're moving on, and we have a coachman to take us there. Eager to be off, are you? Well, I've been meaning to have a word about that. Runner from the Blade says that we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie been sighted south of the bridge of Hamley. Might be someone's iPop playing tricks, of course, but I don't want to pay a gamble to my business. Looks like we're going to have to kill something before we can leave, which is a little bit annoying, but hey, there seems to be lots of obstacles in the way of me getting what I want. Onwards and upwards, I always say, and it's time for us to leave. But what on earth is going on? Why can't I leave right now? Well fought, sir, well fought, huh? If only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand by your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets his responsibilities, proves acts and dare do. Oh, little boy. That's adorable. Okay, so these guys are going to help me get to where I need to go, and hopefully we'll continue on with our story. I want the story to have a little bit more of an edge, because so far it's been like flatline. The story hasn't had anything exciting so far, and ever since we killed Gaius, I've just been bored. So it seems that I have to, after talking to the Storm Marshal in the docks, I have found a dungeon. A duty finder to confront the Levianth on Horletta? Hard. I guessing I get to defeat the Levianth, which is what I was asking for, so I can't be too upset about it. But now I'm worried because the last hard dungeon I did was actually extremely hard, and a lot of people didn't know what they were doing. So, I feel like I should be quaking in fear right now, but we will see how much fear I will feel after all of this. We are currently about to defeat the Levianth. Oh, hopefully. We might not. We might all die, and that'll be the end of it. But, cross fingers. Cross fingers, toes, and maybe eyeballs. Can I cross my eyeballs? Nope, can't cross them. God damn it. Whoa. Wait, is that the Levianth? Well, aren't you a beautiful little thing? Waiting to see the beautiful sea monster. I do like a good sea monster. I'm a bit of a water aspect myself. Oh no! Run, Levianth, run! My face. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It has its own kind of water cannons. But technically that's just balls of water. It wouldn't actually do that much. It would just make everything wet. Technically. Here it comes. Are we going to have to defeat it while on the boat? Is that going to be like our battlegrounds? The boat? Battle stadium? I'm excited out of the way. So far this Levianth boss has been quite simple. But I do have to admit I am liking the small little touches. Like when the Levianth happens to hit the boat, it actually knocks everyone to the side of where it hit. So that's what would naturally happen if something was to hit the side of a boat. I think that's really cool. It gives some sort of a feeling, I guess is a nice way of putting it. It gives me a feeling like I'm actually in the fight instead of just, you know, I'm healing in a dungeon. It actually makes me feel like I'm involved. But I'm hoping there'll be some more interesting things other than just adds a giant tail behind us and being hit to the side. But I guess we'll see. There's probably like a tier 2 of this or maybe even tier 3. Oh no, we killed the Levianth! It took like 3 goes because we kept popping up the barrier at the wrong time, but hey, we did it! Well, actually the second time we did pop up at the right time, but the latency was just terrible because there's so many people on the goddamn server. But oh well. Oh well! We tried! It was so annoying. It was so goddamn annoying. So I killed the Levianth for you. How do you like that?
Mincens are sworn to strive till sea swallows all.
You like the sea so much and you killed the Levianth.
Had Leviathan prevailed.
Leviathan, sorry.
That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you.
Yeah, this Leviathan should have murdered you all. Just letting you know, I should have let it happen. I should have let it kill you.
Not for the first time.
So don't thank me.
You have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation
twice now? I think twice now. Maybe 3 times. Oh, Lord of Crags. Yeah, twice now. Well,
on behalf
oh,
of
maybe a
people,
dragon or 2?
I give you my humblest thanks.
Yeah, shove your thanks with your sun shine or whatever. Sun don't shine. I don't really care. I don't care. I want to be out of here and ignore all of you. I want to be back with Mother M and Gridania. I want to go back to Gridania. Screw you all. As I... Alright, let's talk to Ilbird. Hello, Ilbird. How you doing? How you doing, Ilbird? He's not a little bird, he's an Ilbird. He's very sick. Okay, the wretch with the roller, he threw himself at us, the mistress might escape. We're after the mistress. Oh yes, we're gonna hunt her down. I am ready. I am ready to murder someone. Yeah. Oh, there she is. There she is, and she's got an entire army. This should be fun. I love how my power of choice at this point is just using the same thing over and over again. Stun them! Yeah, stun them again! Stun them some more! It's great, just stunning over and over again. After all this work, we're going to start working on killing Elena the Razor, or Lean the Razor. She was easy to knock down. I mean, this has been a really easy instance, and I think it's because I'm so used to hard dungeons now that a small instance like this to me is like, meh. It really is just a meh moment, I think. And though the battle went on longer than I thought, it was actually really easy. It did tell a bit of a war story, which was nice. It was a battle. There was definitely a battle. But, yeah, overall, it was okay. Gasp, pant, bind her, and do it tight. Oh, she likes that. Yes, sir. There's like a love thing going on between them. A love-hate relationship. No, there's not. they obviously hate each other. Good work, men. Yay, I feel triumphant because I did something right for once. Finally, I'm getting some recognition that I deserve. She and her imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Yeah, because you had friendly. Just saying. After learning about more well, I'm going to call her the Frost Heart, Iron Heart, whatever she wants to be called. Her name is Moen. We're going to call her Moe. Her name's Moe now. After learning more about her and her meeting Menphilia, which... Is Menphilia here? Where is she? Where is she? No, she's not here. Okay, well, that's disappointing. I wish she was here with us. I wish she was here with us today, but she had a hair appointment. But yeah, we are on to another duty finder to confront Shiva in the Afar Amphitheater. And it's hard, so looks like we're going to be dealing with another 3 deaths situation. Every time we do a hard one, we die 3 times, and then we're good. So hopefully it's not as hard as the last couple times, but oh, this one looks really cool. I will say, it's only in the hard ones. It's only in the hard ones we've had this much trouble. I gotta admit, this is the armor set that I've actually collected from the level 50 quests, and it's actually pretty cool, especially for a, you know, I'm a healer. For a healer, this is, I'm really liking this. Like, I've been complaining about the armor sets so far and how they look really janky. They look like, well, kind of like that, like a boring-ass apprentice wizard. And, yeah, this is definitely 10 times better than expected. Even that is kind of meh. Like, this is cool. This is cool. I love this. This is awesome. And so is mine. So I'm happy with these sorts of styles of armor, and I really wish that this was, normal. You know? Normal. Alright. So it looks like we are now in the amphitheater. I wonder if we're going to have to defeat this nice lady here right here. She's so sweet and so kind. No, this is supposedly...
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace.
Okay. Calm down.
A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith.
I just want peace too.
No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down.
God damn, she's so mean and so violent. Oh, she's transforming. She's evolving. She's evolving. Oh my god, she can turn into a Glaceon. Here we go. Okay, so we're currently in a difficult battle. As you can see, she's transformed into Shiva, Which isn't Shiva like a goddess of some sort? I believe she's like a goddess. So maybe in Indian culture. I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, we're gonna have to kill Shiva, which is a little daunting. I mean, she looks kind of terrifying, and it's a hard battle, so there's probably gonna hit some mechanics to remember. And I'm just gonna follow the other healer. I'm probably just gonna follow the other healer. Where's the other healer? Yeah, this one. I'm gonna follow Bunny Girl, or as she's known, Bug Girl. But wait, why is he lying down? Why is she sitting on him? Oh god, is the light going to abandon her? This is like the Tyrion moment. Oh, poor thing. The Aurora Borealis. Well done everyone. That was great. That was fun. I think, well, I gotta quickly give them an accommodation because I believe they did really well. Yay, healers go jumping! Oh my god, this area is gorgeous. So we have actually finished Reborn, was it Final Fantasy Reborn 1 when we killed the giant ice lady. We are now going through a lot of hard mode dungeons at the moment. The story is kind of picking up, just talking about everything's getting a bit more difficult. We've been talking to a lot of the different companies, that, you know, trying to get to understand what they think is going on, and now we have found this beautiful area. Like this is very pretty. Obviously, there's that weird texture. Like this is the exact same texture over and over again. It could be done a little bit nicer. Like I would say, like give it a nice shine. Like this game would look really nice with a nice shine. Not gonna lie. Seems we are actually going to start a new dungeon because we have to speak with Doman Watch in Mordona. And you're in luck, sir. I was about to send a word to Rivendell about the garlands. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely of the Castrum Centra, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain in the distance, I believe they might be salvaging something from within the wreckage. Well, you know what? I believe you. I believe they are doing that. And we should have a check, shouldn't we? We have a little look-see over there. I am more than happy to have a little bit of a look-see over there, if you're willing to let me. Oh my god, it's a giant dragon's head there. I'm guessing it's dead. It's built into it. This place looks abandoned-ish, like ruins. It's in ruins. I wonder what happened here. I mean, a war, obviously, but I wonder what sort of villains we're going to find, because we didn't actually see any. Oh, crabs? Giant crabs. There are giant crabs over there. Okay, well, giant crabs is what we're going to find. That seems completely and utterly normal. I often look for giant crabs. Clackety clackety. Oh, that's right, I'm the only healer. I have to remind myself of that. A lot of the time I've been playing with 8 people, and I'm not the only healer, so I can't slack off at all. Like, the 8 you can slack off a tiny bit, in this one you cannot slack off at all. Like, don't even, you'll die. And I don't want to die. So it seems the bad guys here are crabs, and the harness snippers. And yeah, we're simply just going up this ruined area. I don't imagine that there'll be anything else other than aquatic creatures, maybe some dragon type, like sea dragon type things. But so far, I'm liking the look of it. It's very pretty. And yeah, I have to remind myself that there's more than one healer. So usually, what I've been dealing with lately, because I've been dealing with a lot of level 50 dungeons that have 8 people. And that's got 2 healers, and I can't slack off as much now. And yeah, I was slacking off a little bit, and not gonna lie, I was slacking off a little bit because there was 2 healers, and usually we delegated pretty quickly. And however, I'm healing for 1, and I'm doing my best, but he's pulling a hell ton. Like, dude, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I hate when tanks do that. They think, oh, well, you're healing really well, so I'll just pull some more. No, you don't know the struggle. Stop that. Put your feet down. Put your hands down. No one gets hurt. Put your face down. No one gets hurt. I definitely could do a few stuns though if he actually didn't pull as much and we'd go through it a lot quicker. But he doesn't seem to care about that because, yeah, thanks. Like, you know, they have the mentality of like, well, if we all die, it's the healer's fault. I've always had the mentality, even when I'm a DPS or tank, if we all die, it's the tank's fault. You know, tank wasn't doing well enough, not pulling that aggro, you know, not pulling that aggro. Also, because I've noticed a lot of tanks just run in and forget, you know, about the DPS and the aggro and healing, and you're sitting there going, do you not know how to play your role? Like, at all? No, the tanks are actually been pretty good in FF, but this one is definitely got a death wish, so we'll see what happens. So we currently have our first boss, which is, I don't know if it's a group of bosses or just one. Its name is Ein Handler. Hola, guten Tag, my name is Ein Handler, I'm very happy to be here. It looks like giant birds carrying around vases who have like ram horns. It is odd, but I'm not going to complain. Oh, wait, no, another one. Another Ein Handler. Oh, so many Ein Handlers. I don't know what I'm doing. Yay, we're up to our next boss, and it's a Magitech gunship. I'm not, I haven't seen many different Magitech ones in a while. Been seeing the same thing over and over again, from Colossuses to those blade ones to obviously the Magitech people to the sexy thighs ones, the sexy thighs Magitech that Livia had. So it's really nice to see something like this. It's a gunship. It's really cool. I love that. I love that mechanic because I see it so often, but it's such a good classic one, you know. It reminds me of what's it called? It reminds me of League of Legends. League of Legends. There's a Torbjorn, I think it is, and he has a power or a spell. I don't know what you want to call it, where it makes it so that where he goes, behind him, it just lights it on fire, which I think is really cool. And it comes in handy sometimes. It really does. It comes in handy sometimes, especially if you're being chased. But in this instance, I think it's a great idea for a dungeon because it makes you move around a lot. And especially if you're a healer, moving around is not that fun. You don't really want to do it that much. Even though this boss is hard, and I will give it, this boss is quite difficult. I enjoy it a lot more than the other one, and I find the mechanics a lot more pleasing. It still was difficult. One of us died. I mean, all that stuff was there, but it wasn't unpleasant to play. Like, we weren't like, oh my god, seriously, that's the mechanic? The mechanics were all very straightforward and enjoyable. So I actually liked that boss. Is it my favorite? No, but it was still a good boss. I was wrong. Obviously, there is a giant dragon looks exactly like him. He's like a ghost dragon. Well, he looks like Ghost Dragon. He's a ghost dragon, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. It's scary. It's disturbing, and it's so weird to see just these two dragons just lying here and being completely run over. I guess is a nice way of putting it. Oh, he's bringing them back. He's bringing them back to life. Oh god, that's scary. Kill the dragons, kill the dragon, kill the dragon. Minage dragon, mirage dragon. Oh my god, it's the mirages. Oh jeez, this is very movement based. This one is very movement based. Gotta dodge this, gotta dodge that, gotta dodge this, gotta dodge that. Gotta dodge this, gotta dodge. That's all this seems to be dodging multiple times. Which I am not the best dodger. I'm not Roger Dodger. Roger Dodger. At least we know where he's going to shoot. That's something, I suppose. Although I would prefer that Crispin stop standing in the circles and the fire. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Oh my god, after literally 5 times trying this boss, getting infuriated with the mechanics, and not really liking the boss overall, it's very over-designed. We finally finished, and the dragon is no more. My god, though, that was infuriating. It was my least favorite moment in this entire dungeon. Murder me. One thing I'll say about that dungeon is it was just annoying. It was. Especially you, Midgard. You were annoying. I hope you know that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He's all scary.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Well, I have lots of things to say. Friendly wants a golden toilet seat and we're at peace. Is that possible? I don't know. We'll find out next time on
Guided by a star.
Hopefully. So I figured out what was wrong with it. It was just a simple bug. I just had to mute, then unmute, then mute again, then unmute, and it seemed to work. I don't know why that worked, but it did. It was great. It made me feel good. So we are actually on to Mask of Grease. Speak with Alphinoid at the Rising Stone. We've been talking to people about the new bad guys that obviously have popped up. The 3 shadow baddies. I imagine that we're going to have to defeat them all in this last chapter. There's one more. I wouldn't say one more chapter, but there's one more set of quests I've been told that I have to do that came in a different patch. And that's what we're currently doing. We're working on that patch. I don't really know what else is coming, to be honest. I know there's probably one more dungeon, one more instance, because there usually is one of each in these scenarios, and I'm really excited for them. So hopefully that will take us to level 55.
Alright, so we have actually got another encounter. This time it isn't just an encounter and not a dungeon. It is use the duty funded to stand against the Dravian Horde at the Steps of Fate. I actually like the name, the Steps of Fate. And again, I'm not feeling 100%, so I do apologize for my voice sounding like a crackly mess. I won't say it sounds like a crackly mess, but it's not great. It's not great. You know, when you kind of sound like... I'm excited for this instance. I hope it's good. I hope that with most of the instances. I really do. And yeah, though, hopefully we'll figure out what's going on in this fort, because there's been many questions on my mind about this place. Many questions. And I hope they be answered very soon. We're finding our way into the Steps of Fate. Oh, wow. That's a big dragon. Oh, we're going to have to defeat that big dragon. Okay. The Steps of Fate! Dragon Hoods! Well, this isn't scary at all. Not at all. Just have to kill a giant dragon. It's all good. I don't know what he does, but I guess we'll just wing it, right? I guess we'll just ring it and kill Vishap. Vishap. There was a mishap with Vishap. Yeah. Again, this is one of those battles I'm not too sure what to do. I'm kind of confused. Like, there's this giant dragon that we seem to be following along a pathway. I think we have to defeat it before it reaches the castle. And it breaks through layers upon layers, and we have to slowly destroy it. It brings up ads, which can be a little annoying. I mean, a horde armored dragon or some sort, which looks really cool. It looks like kind of like a turtle though. But yeah, there's heaps of things you have to defeat, and it's more like a wave defense sort of instance. I imagine there's like 3 of them. Yeah, there's 3 of them to deal with, and you have to kill Vishap before he makes it to the end. It's very much like Balloon, you know, Balloon PD, where you have to kill all the bad guys with the monkeys, with the monkey balloons. It kind of feels like that. It honestly does. It's a nice change. It's a nice change to all the dungeons I'm used to doing on this game, and I'm happy for it. I'm happy. And there we have it. We have defeated Vishap, who was getting very slowly towards the fort, and it was kind of frightening. I thought he was going to defeat it. Honestly, I thought we were doomed. I thought we were all doomed, but I'm really glad we defeated that. It wasn't that hard of a battle. It wasn't that complicated. There weren't many mechanics, but it was kind of interesting because it was like a progressive dungeon. It made me feel like I was part of the story again. I love those ones. I love the ones that make me feel like I'm actually part of the story rather than just I'm doing a dungeon. So yeah, I definitely commend those ones. I definitely commend those dungeons, and I think
a lot of the time we forget just how amazing they can be. All the dragons surrounding the area, and now they're flying away out of fear. The dragons I was throwing! Victory is ours! Yay! We gain victory! I like victory. Victory's fun. Victory's fun. But no, we definitely deserved it. We tried very hard. I used all of my brain cells. All 2 of them. All 2 of them! It was fun! Oh. Oh. Slaying the Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of Nidhogg? Why did you join your minions and make this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Who's that? Who's Nidhogg? I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. Wow. Are they bad, or are they just simply like, yeah, I'm middle grounds? Seems like he's neutral. He doesn't want to kill us, but he does want to kill a giant dragon. But he probably would kill us if we get in his way. Oh well, I'm sure we'll find out very soon. After doing the Ancient Crystal quest, I have actually found myself in front of the Labyrinth of the Ancients. But this will be my first raid, and I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know what to do. Should I join? I really don't know, because yes, this is literally the first raid I have ever seen, been in, experienced. So I'm kind of nervous, like majorly nervous. What am I supposed to do? You know, what am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to jump in and hope for the best? I don't know. But it's basically a dungeon, like the normal dungeons, except we have 8 instead of 4. So it's like the instances, but longer. If it bleeds, if it bleeds, oh, I get it now. If it bleeds, we can kill it. That's kind of smart right there. That is kind of smart. So we have to touch the Zarkarak Aetheryte. Is that it? Quest complete. Duty has been updated. What duties? The Vows of Ember. Hard. Do I have to do that one? No, I don't. So I can just go back to Lost. That was really weird. It was just like, just unlocking it. I didn't actually need to do it. I just had to unlock it. That's obviously I can't do good intentions. I'm not too sure why I can't do good intentions at the moment, but I'm more than happy to finish off everything else beforehand. So right now I can't continue on the story of good intentions. I'm not entirely sure why I can't, but instead I'm going to do a whole bunch of quests for the minor quests, the step quests, the one step towards the main quest. In for Garuda Awakening, like we had Garuda as well. Are we just unlocking all the hard versions of the dungeons? Because that makes sense, I suppose, but also why? So unfortunately, I forgot to record the raid. It was look, the raid was really fun. I'll go through it very quickly. We had the first boss that was he was interesting, to say the least. It was very much a spank and tank situation. They went over really quickly. It was a bone dragon. There was like pools of purple stuff that you had to step out of every so often, and there'd be ads. The second one was what was it? Oh, I can't remember. I know there was a Behemoth as well. Behemoth, he had a giant wipe one where you had to go behind rocks, otherwise he'd smash down and kill everyone. So, you know, you don't want to die on that one. And the final, I will point out, this raid was good. This is my first raid. The first raid I've been through. I'm so upset I didn't record it. I was recording beforehand, then I pressed the record button because I thought I hadn't. And all of a sudden I'm not recording it. And yeah, this raid was actually really fun. I really enjoyed it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I like how everything was an instance. There were small little puzzles as well that had mechanics before you got to the boss. They were really smart. I would say that I would thoroughly enjoy the hard mode because the mechanics were easy and simple to get, but hard and difficult to work with. And I liked that. It was challenging. This is the best raid. There was only 4 bosses. It was like one wing. So yeah, World of Warcraft, take notes. Sometimes it's okay to have like small amounts of bosses and small areas. That's it. As long as you're telling the story, who cares how big it is? So yeah, I will say first raid, 10 out of 10. I'm upset that I didn't get to that the recording wasn't recording, because I was like enjoying myself thoroughly with this, smiling the entire time. But yeah, I'm really happy that I got to play through this, and we're almost level 55, so cannot wait. But this was definitely a wonderful, wonderful raid. So thank you, FF. So after enjoying that raid, which again, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great. It was we've got to go hand in the quest. Speak with Garantaya at Saints Current Fine. This has been that was my first raid. There was 24 people instead of 8 or 4. Lots of hecticness. I would say overall that we only had 10 to 15 deaths out of the 4 bosses, and there were 24 of us. Many of them seemed very educated on knowing what to do. I did not. I had no idea what I was doing, so not entirely sure if I was doing everything right or not, but I tried to focus on my team, and then if, you know, another healer needed help in one of the other groups, I'd occasionally help. But I didn't want to push myself too much, especially because it was my first raid. I think that's important. You can't push yourself too far in a raid, otherwise you will get burnt out really quickly and you'll start to get flustered. Like, that happens to me a lot, getting flustered. Especially in raids. We're all assembling, once again.
In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structures out of defense, before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Friendly's account, the labyrinth defenses were most empathetically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allegan technology.
Allegan technology? What's that? Is that like something new? The Crystal Tower was simply thrust into the ground. So, oh, okay, so we're learning about why. What happened? Because this tower was very fortified. And why? Why was a giant Crystal Tower fortified? There are some interesting things inside. And we really needed those interesting things to move forward. So I'm really glad that we were able to do that raid again. But I also think that it was important that part that actually played into the story. And it made sense. They had all those defenses, and those were the bosses. The defenses were the bosses. So it actually played into that. I was like, you put the bosses into the story. It's not just, you know, this is the Inquisitor because he tortures people, and that's why he's in the raid. This is the steward because he serves the master, and that's why he's in the raid. No, these were all just defenses. It was straightforward. This is what they are. You can take it however you want, and you can make up your own mind. I like that. Sometimes I feel like a lot of raids are over-contrived, like especially they're like, how does this work into the story? We want to do this, but we have to have 8 bosses. How do we come up with 8 bosses that all make sense? I'm like, you don't have to come up with 8 bosses. You could just come up with 4, as long as it works with the story. And if you're worried that it's not going to work with the story, then don't do it, sort of thing. I don't know. It just seems like a whole bunch of nothing for no reason, but that's just me. Why are they standing there? Why do they spawn here? It's right in front of a dungeon. Why are they spawning here? Can I just go over the top of it, or do I have to go through there? Yeah, I have to go through there. That's really annoying. They need to get rid of these two. Like, push them over there. Like, this is stupid. This is stupid. I don't want to be attacked every time I'm trying to get in there. I don't know. It's just small things. Small things. It doesn't really matter. They're probably never going to change it. But it is a slight annoyance. So, well. So, I might actually be able to show you... So, I've just found out that there's another one. It's called the Cyrus Tower. I'm trying to figure out which one it's in. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Cyrus Tower, Cyrus Tower. It's not another raid, is it? Oh my god, it's another raid. Oh. Okay, well, we are now heading into the next raid, which is Cyrus Tower. So, we'll actually get to talk about a raid now. So I said, I apologize that I didn't record the last one. I thought I had. I actually clicked on the record button, but it was already recording. It was recording me doing other stuff and other bits and pieces. So now we're actually going to be able to record a raid, and I'm going to be able to commentate it, which is fun. And hopefully I won't, you know, go back and go, ooh, should I press this button again? Just leave it on, get all that footage, woo! Just like you should, my neck, my back. Oh wow, this is beautiful! Look at that! Look at all those crystals and those gems, that floating boxes. I want these in my house. You know, I want my house to look like this. This could be my house. Imagine making this in Minecraft. Oh, it would be so beautiful. It would be so beautiful. Making this in Minecraft would be amazing. Now I want to. There's some beautiful places. I don't know how you do many things like that block, that floating box. Like that would be hard. I mean, if you made it in huge scale, it'd be easier. It'd be way easier. Oh, where are they going? Oh, they're on auto run. Oh, that's sad. They're on auto run. Okay, so we actually have our first raid boss, which is Skelia. I know Skelia. Skelia's a god. Well, technically she's not really a god, but she's in Greek history, and she's supposed to have snake heads. I don't really see her snake-like heads, but I don't care because it's Skelia, you know. And either way, it's awesome. What do I do with these? What do I do with these? I take them over there. Do I take these over here? Yes? No? There we go. Okay, now they learned. I love that. Now they know. Oh, no, no, no! Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way! That was bad. That was bad. I did the stupid. Oh, there goes the wand. I think you're supposed to kill that first, but I don't know. I don't have to do anything. I'm just a healer. I just have to heal. I don't have to pay attention to what's going on outside that. So Skelia puts orbs on you that you have to take over to there. She places staffs that actually do spells, like AoE spells. It can be quite annoying. And also she does waves of stuff. Like that's pretty normal. I like that. This is a good first boss. I always say that when it's a good first boss, if it's decent, if it's got a good amount of mechanics. It's going down decently quickly. Like I actually like when you feel like you're killing it not quick, but you know its health is lowering like this, because it feels like you're actually doing damage. If it goes way too slow, you're just like, yeah. Oh, what's happening? The king upon his throne, the emperor's throne. Oh, heal, heal, heal! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Hurry! The king. Oh, I love the king's staff. I want that staff. Hopefully he drops it. Hopefully he drops the staff. I don't know. I don't know if he does. Oh, what are these? Orbs. Oh, we have to stand them. We have to stand them. We have to stand in them. I don't know why, but we have to stand in them. Oh, they were explosives. I wonder if you didn't stand in them, would they wipe the entire group? Because that would have been cool. If you didn't, one of them wasn't stood in, it wipes the entire group. Then you'd have to make sure your group is still here. Oh, everyone's heading to the edges. Oh no, everyone's just rocking around, doing nothing much. Doing nothing much, you know? Nothing much. Oh, what's that? Starfire Circle. Hello, Starfire Circles. The Moonshine says hello. Hello, Starfire Circle. Moonshine says hello. Oh, here he comes back. Hello, hello, Mr. King. Zand. Oh, you could just call him King Zand. So far, he's not done very much. He's got one of those place down bombs. You have to disarm it by, or at least reduce the damage. Oh! I was stupid. I was so stupid. Look at me being stupid. He has one of those wipe ones as well. I didn't realize. I was too far away from the portal. I should have stood closer, but idiot me. 3 piles of stacks. So see, everyone's been brought back up. We now have to do the Stone Force circles again, because there's Stone Force circles, which is just, I destroy them. Destroy the circles. Destroy the goddamn circles. I'm going to see if I can help just destroying circles. I think that that's the point. I don't need to heal at this point, so just do damage. There we go. I think that's it. The middle one. Yes! Go team! I want to do some lights. Whee! I love the lights. I love the lights. It's like a celebration for me. We did it! We defeated him! We defeated the king! That's right, king. I love how the void seems to burst out of them every time. It's like their soul disappears, but it's good to see the sun again. This is a beautiful area, I must admit. And I'm so glad we murdered him! Now it's time for the cutscene after all this damage has been done. After the raid cutscene. Here we go. Oh, who's back? Is it a lamb? Friendly. Oh. Or did he disappear? That was weird. There was just a moment of, like, shadow then. Oh, well. You did it! You defeated Emperor Zand! Of course I did. What'd you expect? I'm friendly. I could do everything. Anything. I think. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, maybe. Alright. We are in the Chrysalis, which is a kind of a scary sounding place, to be honest. But after being confronted by one of the 3 terrible shadow people, we have been sent to this domain. And we have to save Nymphilia. I'm starting to feel like is not a leader so much as a damsel in distress. Maybe they should rethink her character structure. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, that was really quickly done. I've got to say, this is making me more excited again. After so many back and forth quests that were just recruiting people and helping out people and making them understand, and there was no, for me, there was no imminent threat. You knew that those 3 shadow people were there, but they didn't really confront anyone. And the bad guys I knew about, they just weren't scary. The bad guys like the Ice Lady and the Dragon, and they just weren't that scary. And now we have him and his friends, his precious friends. That was a fun battle. That was awesome. That felt cool. I can see that being in extreme mode, hard mode. That was just chef's kiss. Happy with that. So glad I did that. And hopefully, from this position, because the story is picking up again, I hope it's good. Because I've just badmouthed this storyline, and it better pick itself up. It better. So I've been so upset with it so far. I really have. I've been really upset with the direction it's been going and how slow it's been going and just the unrewarding feeling I'm getting from it. And that dungeon really made me feel good again. And the interesting story as well. Here we go. So the staff is okay.
Thank the 12.
Of course we are, Maui. What do you expect? You expect us all to be dead? Uh-oh. Whoa. Is that the spirit or the shadow thing that seems to be coming out of everyone? The void? Oh. Oh, hello. Isn't that the shadow version of him?
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
Okay. I mean, we defeated you. That's your body, isn't it? Or are you destroying your own body? Oh my god, he just destroyed a body.
Light no longer holds sway here. I may return
whenever I wish.
Again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter.
He's just a bit creepy.
Will be mine.
Until
next time, Scion.
And on that day, I will stop you. Over and over and over again. We have basically just been all around Uldar at the moment in Thanalan. We've just been wandering around there a lot, just handing in quests, waiting for people. We're waiting for, what was it, Aaliyah? Whatever her name was. We're waiting for her, and I believe that we only have like 2 quest chains left. 2 little quest chains left before the end of this this storyline. So it's all coming to a climactic ending. I mean, so far we had the big shadow guy boss, and that was awesome. We had that terrible dungeon. Terrible dungeon. Terrible. Then we had the Steps of Faith, which I actually really liked the Steps of Faith. I thought it was a cool dungeon. Then we had 3 raids, which was just awesome. And unfortunately, I lost footage of 2 of them. I had footage of 1. And now we are going, hopefully, to the end of the storyline. Talking to Mamodu. I reckon it's straight after a feast. Oh, and I got my clouded veil. Yeah, there you go. You got all you need. Hopefully that's all you need. I also need to pick up Alchemist. It's the only job that I haven't been able to find yet. I'm the guest. It's me, Friendly. Hello. How you doing? Oh, she doesn't look very happy. Something's up. Something is on her mind.
Come in and take your ease.
Oh, maybe something isn't. Well, probably something's on her mind, but maybe that's her happy face, though. Oh, everyone's gathering around. It's always a good sign. Peaceful frivolity. Oh, all the leaders are here.
Faith held against the Horde.
Sure. You can pat yourself on the back for that.
The city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor.
It's good to see the entire group actually come together and talk with one another, especially the leaders.
We stand together or fall divided.
Exactly, stand together or fall divided, and I like that. I like that camaraderie. But there's more important things to deal with. Run! Run, rabbit, run! Hurry! They're all running. Down the stairs. Oh, that is some janky ass movement.
There you are.
Oh no! Such big things happening. Hurry, everyone! Friendly's running into the water. Just give him a moment. Run, Friendly, run! Don't stop! Everyone's running all the time. You know? Everyone's running. From themselves, from other people, from problems. And me? Well, I'm Friendly. And I'm running from myself. Oh yeah. I gotta admit though, there's just a ridiculous amount of running. Oh, my friends! They've come to join me! And one of them's wearing a really inappropriate outfit.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend.
Of course, Aphanoid, I'm always safe. What's with this game in Massacre? Jesus, it's like, seriously, so many people had to die in that story. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not. I guess it's not for me to get, but it's like the red wedding every 5 seconds. Nah. Every quest line there has to be at least one red wedding, one giant massacre. I still remember the Walking Sands one, the Waking Sands. That was sad. Now we're having one in Ul'dah. Jesus. We have to gain favor and some help. This is the final quest of this series, Before the Dawn. I wonder what will become of us. Is he gonna talk? No? Yes? Maybe? Come on. Voice acting?
There has been word from
Yay!
the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault. And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper.
Oh no, Ishgard's the one we actually had to do with the Steps of Faith. That was where we were before, so hopefully we can fight them back.
Beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert.
A state of alert, perpetual state of alert. Is someone there? Is that a dragon? Oh my god!
How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the Gates of Judgment.
The Gates of Judgment, I love that name. I judge you through these gates.
Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard.
Yes! Once more. Okay, here we go. The good ending. Oh, I should say the good ending. The ending to whatever's happening here.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Oh dear. He's evil and so is she! The lady in waiting was actually bad. I'm sorry, a little kid is not that scary. Has he got him on the masks on? Yeah, he does. It's like a little kid with a beard. Good. Good. He's honestly not that scary. I don't understand why we were supposed to be scared of him. That was not a moment of fear. That was a moment of, hi! Hi there! Hello! Oh no! He's alive! Oh, he has one less arm, but he's alive. How? And he's pissed. We are currently on our final quest coming to Isgard, which technically it's not the final quest, it's the start of the new series of quests, but Ishgard is the next place we have to go, and it'll be our final quest before we level to level 55, and we finish this video! I must go ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, there's something else arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment has been formed, the decision. You state your names. Wonderful. So we are going to go to Ishgard, and hopefully we're going to get inside, because I haven't actually been inside Ishgard, and I really want to go inside there, because it's like a mysterious place you want to go in. Ooh, heading inside of Ishgard. For the first time! For the very first time! So excited. Come on, load. I want to see what Ishgard looks like. I bet it's a really cool castle-like thing. Like medieval ice castle. Yeah, it's like a little hut. This is Ishgard. But look at that. Look at that giant castle. That is such a cool castle. Again, I wish I could make this in Minecraft. I'm just going to make all of FF Online in Minecraft. That would be amazing.
So they came.
Oh.
At a friend's behest.
A narrator? Hello, narrator. Oh. Tetoru, myself, and Alphanoid, the last three. Poor Tetoru. She saw her best friends die.
Celebrated as saviors of Eorzea. Brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood.
Yeah. She wasn't such a nice leader, was she? Goddamn pretty princess.
With hope yet in their hearts, they came.
Here we go. Here we go. Finally going to Ishgard. We'll be on high alert. We'll be on so high alert that we're ready to take on anyone who gets in their way. Anyone! The Holy See of Ishgard. The Pillars. Well, well, well. I guess it's that time again. Going into Ishgard for the very first time. Oh, wow. This design is beautiful. Look at those houses. Oh, the light. Beautiful lights. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, the castle. Everything is just so beautiful. This is all very impressive. So this is something I wish I could build. Like in Minecraft. I know, I keep pointing out Minecraft, but Minecraft is such a building game, and this is something that would be awesome to build. Just layers upon layers of design. You'd have to probably build the center tower and then build outwards, though. You couldn't build the sides first, otherwise you wouldn't know how far you need to go. And you'd have to build that up very high, and then build everything else going lower down and lower down. It'd be interesting. I would give it that. It would be very interesting to design something like this. This is just so impressive. They've done such good work. Such beautiful work. Anyway, we've got to go talk to Hartschenfant, who will give us our next level. Come on, come on, come on, come on, Hartschenfant. Come on, let's finish this. I can tell you've waited this all day. Allow me to present your family home. Oh, is this Alphinaud's family home? Wow. This is his home. That's so cool. Oh wow, it's so majestic and beautiful. Ugh.
My lord, I have returned with the
scions. Let alone that. I mean, look at the beautiful.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
Oh, hello, hello. Yes, of course not. But look at this beautiful house. That's what I care about. My God, it's so beautiful. It's weird. It's weird. We're at the end. We're at the end of the season, and I love this music. It's perfect for this situation. You know, it's really fitting. It makes me feel this need of sadness. I do want to emphasize that I've had so much fun. Even the downs, there's been some negatives in this game, but there's been a lot of positives too. And I believe that I understand why it's a competitor against World of Warcraft. It makes sense. It does make sense. It's a great game, great experience. And I'm gonna miss the race. The race was so much fun. It was hard to do a race for this because World of Warcraft, the story they kind of push you through now to the new stuff, whereas this, it goes as slow as it needs to go, and it took me quite a long time to get to level 60. It took me days, weeks, and it felt good. I like the story progression. But let's get right into it and start our next quest, shall we? So we get a jester hat from this. So I just want to point out we do get a jester hat, and I kind of like the idea. Okay, so we're in Fort something. What's it called? As our next destination, but mayhaps we should decide together what else could be found nearby. Oh. I do love the design of this city. The city is really smart. The Steelsmith Factory stands west. The Holy Stables, where chocobos are trained in war directions. And the maximum FFXIV weapons. Okay. To the north can be found the congregation of our knights, most heavenly. While to the south and east, well, 'twould be best to avoid those areas. Which one should I choose? And why is that? Alphanoid always being that curious person who's probably going to get killed. As you know, guys, I like to start off my session with a dungeon, and we actually have a ridiculous amount of dungeons to start with. We have the 50, 60, 70 dungeons, the leveling dungeons, the trials, the main scenario, and the alliance raid. And I kind of want to do them all. I know it sounds stupid, you know, but whatever. They're fun. They're fun to do, and it really perks me up. We might get a few levels from it, and then we can continue on with the story. Either way, I really hope that we get some good dungeons. Just waiting patiently. Oh, okay. So we're starting off with this. The pretty crystal one. That's great. Was this hard? Snowcloak? I can't remember Snowcloak well, but I don't know. It was actually quite easy. Snowcloak was quite easy. But I did like it because it was so pretty and the mechanics were really smartly done. I did enjoy this one. So, we're starting off with Snowcloak today. We're going to run in, kill these things, then loot and leave. You guys game? Very quickly. Okay, we're going to try that. We'll see how it goes. I will say the memories I've had so far for these sorts of like dungeons and stuff, most of them have been positive. I mean, there was the occasional dungeon I really didn't like. I remember the one where you find this ruined area. I cannot remember what it's called. This giant ruined area, and there's a dragon who's a ghost, and he brings back 2 dragons. A bird who drops bombs, and a giant skyfire ship. Those were the worst. I hated that dungeon. I do not like that. It's probably one of the worst dungeons I've played in any game. Just because it was just infuriatingly challenging. It wasn't challenging. Yeah, it was challenging. But it wasn't to a point where it was a smart challenging. You didn't feel like you were challenged because you were pushing the envelope. You felt like you were challenged because they just did design it well. They didn't think, what if someone goes over here? What if someone does this? What if the AoEs all pile up at the same time? What if 2 AoEs go at the same time? And I really didn't like that. But then we had beautiful, well-made ones like there was the jungle dungeon. I still rant about now. The jungle dungeon, Snowcloak, which is the one I'm in. There's the manor. I loved the manor. Also, there's the raids. The raids were amazing. I loved the raids. The raids in Final Fantasy are so effingly well designed. Like, they're the best raids I've seen. I can say that because like I've played a ridiculous amount of MMORPGs, a ridiculous amount. I often go to Josh Stripe's, which is an amazing YouTuber, and also the Lazy Peon, and what's the other one? Lazy Peon. So yeah, there's just those sorts of people who make videos about MMOs. A lot of the time they criticize them and are very critical of them, but that's because they love them so much. And I think it's really important to kind of take those games that they say are good, try them out for yourself, see what they're like, and if you really like them, then you'll learn something from them. You might learn a new mechanic, you might learn a new style they've been working on, you might really enjoy one of the dungeons. So yeah, I really enjoy them, and I really thought that it was a smartly made raid. It was made so that you didn't feel like you had to spend hours before the raid planning what you should do. I'm sure when it comes to like the harder level raids or the extreme raids or the hard raids, you would actually have to do that. A little bit more planning, but it didn't feel like you were forced to win. But as I was saying, the dungeons are just... It feels like a community coming together a lot of the time, because a lot of the mechanics are very... You have to do this, you have to do that, did you do this, did you do that, move over here, move over there. It's very... You have to pay attention. You really do. You have to pay attention. Otherwise, everyone will die. Everyone will wipe. There's a lot of bosses that actually have, if you don't do this, if one person gets caught out, everyone wipes. But it's 4 people. So you can usually try to coordinate 4 people in something like that. Usually. I won't say you can always do that, but usually you can. And I really like that feeling of like everyone depends on each other. You are a team. You are a party. A group of people who've come together, a group of heroes who've worked together. It really does feel like that sort of camaraderie. So I really, really hope that in the future this is always a priority for them. And I've been completely honest when I said that I don't always think that every boss was a winner. Because there are some badly designed bosses. There's some badly designed boss. Honestly, like some of them are just like, why? And some of them just don't have anything. They just don't have a mechanic, and you're sitting there just spanking tanking them. And that's not fun either, but overall, the percentages that are good are a lot higher. And straight off the bat, like, some of the first bosses are just well designed for new players. I sat there, I think, with the Copper Bell Mines, I sat there going, this is really good for new players. It teaches you random things you will need to know throughout. So I was like, yeah, this is a good idea. This is well done. I like this. And I really think that kind of pushed me forward, because I felt like I'm always going to be told what to do and helped by the game rather than having to ask people for help all the time. And that's one thing I will say. It always helped me. I think it's safe to say that when it comes to Final Fantasy, they know how to do their dungeons. Like, to be honest, I only didn't like 3 of them. I didn't like 3 of them. Like, there was the... how do I put this? The Praetorium. That was awful. The one before that wasn't great either. Like, those 2 story dungeons were awful. Bad. Just bad. There was also the one where you had to kill the dragon who brings to life 2 other dragons. I didn't like that dungeon either. They were really bad. They were just not thought through as replayability a lot of the time. Replayability for the first 2. The second one was just... I don't know what they were thinking. It was just annoying. It wasn't fun. It was just annoying challenging rather than fun challenging. It was just bad. But I can name the first dungeon I ever did, which was the Underwater Pirates one. That was fun. Also, the one where you have to, go through the mansion. There was the one that you go through the jungle. I like Snowcloak, which is the one I'm currently in. I also enjoyed the one where you had to go inside of, what was it called? The cave, the giant cave with the, the fort. There was this fort where you had to defeat a dragon, and I really liked that one. You had to beat all the different dragons. It was really hard, it was really challenging. And all in all, I just really liked the feel of a lot of dungeons. They felt so nice, and there was always a reason you were there. It wasn't just, let's go defeat this bad guy. There was a reason why you were there. There was a reason you had to defeat that bad guy. It was part of the story a lot of the time, or it was part of that character's story. So for me, I always enjoyed playing a dungeon, and I often wanted to play a dungeon rather than actually playing the storyline. It was always important to me, I think, that we played the story rather than a dungeon, but the dungeons were just so good. The dungeons were just so good. Why'd you have to make the dungeons so good? That's all I'll say. Why'd you have to make the dungeons so good? If I had to give a rating, for the dungeons, if I had to, score the dungeon, it's definitely up there. Like, there are some parts that just make me go, this is the reason why I believe they did dungeons so well. There was just so many reasons. There were so many goddamn reasons why I think they did dungeons so well. So for me, it's an 8 to 8.5 out of 10. It was just, they're always enjoyable. They're probably one of my favorite parts of this entire game. And I played a lot of MMOs, so it's great to have this. It's great to see it. It is great to see it. But all in all, yep, love dungeons. I've got to quickly go to New Gridania, for 2 reasons. 1, I'm going to fix my gear, which I could have done anywhere. But also, 2, I'm going to spend my poetic stuff. There's like this currency, poetic ballads or something, and I have a bunch of it. I have max level, so I want to spend some of it and see what I can get. I haven't spent them yet. I didn't know it was a currency you could spend. I just thought it was something, you know, build up, like Marks of War sort of thing. And then when you hit max level, which is like 80 or something, you get stuff. So I believe it's from this person, this Sundry Splendor. So let's see what we can get from you. You're the ballads, right? You're the ballads? Oh, no. Item exchange. An item exchange. You're not the person I'm looking for, though. Are you? Are you the person I was looking for? Why does it say 4 silver? What's the 4 silver? Venture. I don't know what that is. Makes me interested, though. Okay, see you. Healer, subcategory. Primal gear. Ah, untradeable. So Primal gear. Masterworks. There we go. So you can get... Oh, new weapon. Oh my god, what new weapon do I want? This is 75. I've already got the Eorzea. We're at the Eorzea. Book of Diamonds. I should probably buy one of these. What is this? It is a... no, what is it? It's something. It's a something. It's a something. Oh, Scholar's Arm and Astrologian Arm. Okay, so you can actually buy stuff for other characters as well, which is kind of cool. I think I have all... Oh, wow. Okay, so these are better than my gear. This is better than my gear, but it's not that much better, I should point out. Oh, but that is kind of cool. I kind of want to get that one. Kind of do. So, I just bought some of the augmented gear, the Augmented Ironworks Optic of Healing, and my god, this set is so cool. I love the black and white, the grey, the blue. Oh, it's so cool. It is so cool. I still need to obviously get the boots, the pants, and the belts, but probably going to get the boots and the pants. But still, so impressed. I do have to go heal my gear before we head into the next one, which will be... leveling, which we can actually talk about, you know, the story through there. We'll talk about the story and how it's progressed, and what I actually think of this storyline. First up, I wanted to talk about leveling. Now, leveling is very normal. You know, you level as you go along. You can probably level through most of it through the story. There was once I had to get, you know, I think it was when I was about to hit level 50. I had to do 1 or 2 quests, other than the story stuff. And that's just because I might not have done as much as possible, or I was working with someone, or I didn't do as many fates along the way that they probably would have encouraged me to do. There was random reasons, but it was very close. If you just did all the story, that you would have hit 50. Though from 50 to 55 was awful. I hated it. It was the worst experience I have ever had in leveling. It was bad. Look, the reason is because I was still doing the the base game questing, which was supposed to be for end level, and they wanted you to experience all of it, so they had to scale it down so you experienced all of it before going to the Heaven's Ward, which then was you know, you go 55 to 60, which is what I'm currently trying to do. The problem is it's so slow and unrewarding. I just didn't enjoy it at all. It was my least favorite thing. I think I spent like 15 hours on 5 levels, and I spent 3 hours on every other 5 levels. So it was just 5 times as long, and I hated it. I couldn't enjoy the story, unfortunately. When you feel like you're playing through a story and you can't enjoy it, because the story wasn't actually that exciting. I will say, from 50 to 55, I don't know why, it felt like it was finishing up, it was tying up loose ends, you were finding more people to head into the Heaven's Ward, it was just an in-between. It was an in-between. That was my worst experience, and obviously it's still fresh in my mind because I'm at 55, and I'm just going to 60, which... I gotta say that there's a lot of experience between 55 and 56, so this will be interesting. But I'm excited because the experience has gone back up. It's at a normal level now. I get normal experience from quests. It's great. But I will say, for a lot of it, from 1 to about, I think it was 1 to 30, I really enjoyed it. I was like into the story. I was You probably see it in my face in the videos. I was like, oh, what's going on? What's happening? And yeah, then it got a little bit stagnant for a while just because I wasn't finding the story as interesting as I wished. So the leveling got a bit meh. Let's just get through. 40 to 50 though. So 30 to 40 was meh, and then 40 to 50. Damn, the story picked up, threw you around, and then the Praetorium happened. But that's not the leveling. But yeah, it was quite interesting after that. Like beating every bad guy there. I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm a hero. And it was sad to see so many people die. It was like, oh my god, it was so sad. So yeah, the leveling it's a bit up and down. Certain parts is great. And then once you hit the end level stuff at every end of every expansion, I've been told it's very slow. So I'm not looking forward to any of it. But I do enjoy it. Like I think that should not be the biggest takeaway from the story, though. As I said, you were introduced to this world that has problems and issues and flaws, just like any other. And you're a special kind of hero that must master master the elements and collect all the gems that have been stolen to find out you're special. And that you're part of the light, and the darkness is coming, and some people who want to take over, you have to destroy and kill. And I feel like everyone had their own story too, and you start to learn in like the working up quest. So there was like, say, with Minfilia, she was one of my favorite characters. She was very interesting. She was always like the powerful one who got kidnapped constantly, which always made like me question what her personality type was and what her part is in the grand scheme of things. But she always had this vulnerability and just interesting, especially because one of the quests we go save either her sister, her mother, or her love. I'm still not sure about who that was. But yeah, it really, while we were working towards getting to Heaven's Ward, we learned a bit about her. And it just felt really good. And that's what I mean. You start to learn about the minor characters and their stories while working towards your story. You work together with them. And I like that in a story. I actually do enjoy that. Of course, not every moment was a winner. Not every part of the story was a winner. I did enjoy the start, where you were just kind of working towards saving and making the three factions work together to save the world, and it was all about that, killing the bad guys. And that's pretty straightforward, pretty story 101, especially for MMOs. And then we got to 30 to 40, got a little bit like, okay, we get it, now let's push forward. I felt like a lot of the time I was doing a lot of delivery quests and handing things to people that I shouldn't have to. But yeah, it was getting to a point where I was wondering why. What am I doing here? What is my importance anymore? As I said, after a while, I was kind of feeling like my importance was wavering, and they didn't really need me anymore. Then from 40 to 50, it became this epic story of you have to save us, help us, sort of thing, and defeat these evil big bad guys. And though I do not like the Dungeon Praetorium, I do think that the story aspect to it was smartly done, and it was interesting. Except for the end, where he's a 3-tiered boss battle, and it's just, oh, I found more power, and more power, and more power! I thought it was a little bit silly, but I did like the end where to kill Lamberette, or whatever his name is. As I said, overall, from 40 to 50, I felt like it was amping up. I had to do more, I had to save people, I had to, protect my people. I felt like I was actually doing something. I felt like a hero. And that really just made me feel good. And then from 50 to 55, though the story was their main thing, like it should always be your main thing, it shouldn't hinder your feeling of progression. I felt like I was progressing through the story, but not through my character's story. I felt like I was doing things for other people and not for myself to progress. I don't know. It felt like I wasn't moving forward as a character. I was just, doing what everyone else needed me to do. And that didn't feel great. I felt like I was being used a lot of the time as a character. I was like a plot point that they were just using me. And that feels weird. It feels weird, but I was still obviously into the story if that's how I felt. And I'm glad that by the time I got to like 54, we started moving towards a fort, and we had to unlock it, and we had to convince their people to help let us help them and help us. And yeah, at that point, I felt like I was back into the story again. And I must admit, some of the best parts of it was close to the end of with like 53 and 54, when I had raids. That was when the story for me was like, oh yes, we're doing this. I finally feel like we're back to normal. And yeah, there were major parts, but it kind of went up and down. It was like a roller coaster. The story has definitely been like a roller coaster. There are some really bad points and really great points. For me, it's a 7 out of 10 when it comes to story. It's got a very rich story. There's just, sometimes there's a huge chunk where you don't do very much. Or you don't feel like you do very much. It's very, I feel like I'm doing nothing much at all. And that's not how you should feel. You shouldn't feel like you're not doing much at all. You should feel like you're conquering the world and you're the biggest, baddest hero that ever did live. And yeah, I still give it a 7 out of 10 just because it is a strong. The parts that are good are good. The parts that are bad are bad, and there are more good parts than bad parts by miles. But yeah, there's. By the way, I'm not talking about your personal story. I'm rating the actual story campaign. The Praetorium definitely drags it down, and the dungeons that are major part of the story definitely drag it down because of the flow of things. And I think that's the only issue. I think like Final Fantasy's only issue with story is a flow. It's flow. That's it. So is World of Warcraft, by the way. World of Warcraft has a major issue with story because of flow. They go too fast. It's too fast. You don't even take in a lot of the story. Whereas with Final Fantasy, it's too slow, and you just get bored too quickly. And I think that they could take from each other in this aspect of just trying to balance it perfectly. But yeah, I do think that, honestly, I think Final Fantasy does story a little bit better when it comes to overall, what's happening. I think when it comes to characters, World of Warcraft does it better. Because I care more about the characters in World of Warcraft than I do in this one, Final Fantasy. But I'm only comparing them because these are the two major MMOs, and I'm now playing one, leaving another. So I left World of Warcraft for a while, just for a little while, just checking out what else is out there in the world. But I definitely think that this has its very strong points, and I commend them for that. At the end of the day, I know a lot of people were telling me that doing a speed run through... Where's in this story? Doing a speed run through the Final Fantasy was a terrible idea because it's so stuck on its story. But I still got to watch all of the bits and pieces. I still got to enjoy it. I still got to do what I wanted. It just took longer. It was more of a fast jog than a race. It was a lot slower than I expected. But it was a good thing, because otherwise I would have missed out on so many of the exciting moments in the storyline, and I think that was special, I also think that they really did well in the story. I have been told that the story only gets better with each expansion, and that though this was if this is a 7 out of 10, and this is just them scraping the edge of their story potential, imagine what their future is going to be like. And I can only imagine what the expansions are going to be like if this is how they started. This is how they started. I mean, the expansions must be like epic. That's all I'm going to say. The expansions must be like, oh my god, look at that giant ice dragon. It's taking over the entire city. I mean, it must be like Deathwing level. It must be like the zombie apocalypse in Guild Wars 2 level. Like, just epic. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see. And it has made me want to play further. At first, when I first played this, I'm like, yeah, it's Final Fantasy, it's gonna be fun. I'll do this for fun, I'll do this for, just to do another race. I've done it before, I know it's fun, I'm gonna do it again. And then, of course, there was, just the feeling of like, this is great, this is wonderful, I love it. Then there was the feeling of, oh my god, I'm never playing this again. This is awful, I hate Praetorium. And then back to this is amazing. So yeah, the story definitely pulled me in. Okay, so we found ourselves in Praetorium, unfortunately. But hey, it's good to help people who haven't done Praetorium out. And this is the point I want to talk about, something very cool, which I've always loved about these sorts of games, and I haven't really... It's the thing that makes me disappointed in World of Warcraft, is the fact, like, a class system. Class systems, like, everyone knows class systems. You know, are you a priest, are you a paladin, are you a warlock, are you a warrior? Well, it really all just depends. Your class depends on what you chose at the start, usually. Like World of Warcraft, Guild Wars, your class... It depends on what you chose. Stuff like New World, Albion Online, and even Final Fantasy have gone a different route. They believe that you could be anything, which is true. I mean, honestly, you could be anything. You could change your path and decide to have a new job. I mean, that's just a thing. A class is basically a job that you work towards. It might be a more in-depth job, but it's still a job nonetheless. And that's why I never understood why, you know, you had to choose a class and that's the only class you could be. You could never change out of that class. I believe that there should be paths. Like, personally, I think it should be like, if you chose holy design, you can only be a priest, a paladin, and, I don't know, some other holy thing, I'm not sure. Elementals design, you can only choose druid, shaman, monk. And then, of course, there's like the dark design, you can only choose warlock. Oh yeah, there's mage as well, but yeah. But either way, Final Fantasy has decided to go down a different path. They have decided to go down the path of giving you an option. You can be every class if you want to. You can do all the class quests, all the skills, all the professions. It will take time, but you can do that. And even then, like, I chose Conjurer, but I also got to be a white mage. I can go back to Conjurer, but I can be a white mage, or an astrologist, or a scholar. It gives you so many ridiculous options that you don't have to just stick with the first option you're given, and I think that's really cool because you're just like, why not? Why not to go with everything? And I fully intend, if I like make this my full-time game, to do that. I intend to get all of the classes up to date, and I want to do as much as I can, to be honest. Just finish all the base game stuff and then go on to the expansion. Get all the skills done. My major thing is player housing, and just point out the player housing. Yeah, that's cool. The fact you have it is cool. The fact World of Warcraft doesn't have it is confusing as F. The fact that a lot of games make terrible player housing is just confusing as F. Even Genshin Impact has just added base building. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but still, come on. But yeah, for me, I think the most important thing to point out is that you can do every class. That is one of the most impressive things about this game. And as I said, I've seen it on Albion, I've seen New World. New World's new. It's a new game. It's not got much behind it yet, because Final Fantasy is an older game. It had this from the start. Like that was, well, not start, but, you know, the restart. It was so long ago. Albion Online, not as old either. Still got a few years into it, but it's a system that hasn't been popular till recently, and Final Fantasy started it. Gotta admit, Final Fantasy started it. The fact that I get options, the fact I get to change, the fact that it's so close to having a job. I mean, you learn stuff about your new job, you get a different job. I worked in retail, and then I got education. I now work in education. I get an education to work in education. I mean, it all depends on what's happening in your life. Baby, can you come close the door that Kitty decided to swing open and meow to death at me? He's like, meow, meow, meow. I will say the weirdest thing to me is that I still don't know what the difference is between scholar, astrologist, and white mage. Like, of course I'm going to choose white mage. That's awesome. I love the idea of being a white mage. To me, it feels like being a priest, because, you know, white mage. I always think of like white as holy, and yeah, it's interesting. Like, that's the other thing that gets me. Like, why is a black mage always like supposed to be the darkness and stuff like that? You would have thought, you know, Black Mage dealing with... For me, I always thought Black Mage was like Hellfire and stuff like that, or Fire, and then I thought about, what about Ice? Like, it's Blue Mage, Water, Blue Mage. Like, personally, if I was designing them, I'd go white would be like holy. I'd do black as ice, because as you can say, dark as ice, and you know, there's a lot of ideas around the darkness. And if think of an when there's a giant snowstorm, you can't see through that snowstorm. It's darkness. Yeah, and plus I like that. I like the color scheme of having dark blacks and blues and whites, and that just it's so good together. That's why I have the armor set I do have. But yeah, just the idea that you can choose not only you can go, I want this class, but I then want to take this path through this class. There's 3 different paths in Conjurer. There's Conjurer, but then you can also be a different kind of Conjurer. You can choose different paths as a Conjurer. And it's just so many different things, so many different options. They're just like brewing up different options every freaking day. It's great. If I had to give it a rating, if I had to go, you know what, this is this idea, this system that you're doing, how good is it really? I give it a 10 out of 10. I'm sitting here like, I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10 because I feel that's too high. But come to think of it, the fact that you're given the option to be anything is just amazing. The only reason I even thought about giving it anything lower was because of the actual quests, the Conjurer quests, and the Lancer quests, and all those sorts of quests that get you further. A lot of them, I feel like, they're good, but they're a 9 out of 10 sort of quests. They're okay. I like them. You really learn about the characters, your class. You get spells along the way. You get armor along the way, so it feels rewarding. But yeah, I don't always have a connection to every single part of my story and my progression of my character. That's why it's a 9 out of 10. But to think about it, like, that's only a small part. That's only a small part. Like, it's not the biggest part, the questing. It's also, you know, how you use your spells, the armor you can get, how you want to, what path do you want to take, the characters involved. What part you play is not always the biggest. I think the only other issue with character quests is the fact that I didn't actually know I had to go do them. I was doing the story quest all the way up to like level, I think it was 45. Then I realized I hadn't done my character quest since level 15. Yeah. Didn't know. I just saw them. It was just, I thought that this part of the quest was the main quest, then this was like the drop down. This is the part of the chapter I'm in. But nope, that was not the case. So I went back and did all of the quests, and yeah, it didn't feel like I was it would built into the actual main story. That was the only issue I had with it, and otherwise doing the actual quest was fun. It was fun. But yeah, it didn't always feel like I was part of the main story because the class quest is so separated. There was aspects where it could link back to saying characters. That was nice, but it could link back more. There's always more they could do, and that's just constructive criticism. That's not actually a bad criticism. That's constructive, because I honestly think that they could do more. But that's with every game, and that's it. At the level they're at, it's amazing. The classes are so well done, and I cannot wait to learn how to do. You know, furniture building for like lumber, and building my own furniture for my house. That's gonna feel so nice. That is gonna feel so nice. I'm sure it's obvious that one of my favorite parts of this game is the fact you can just swap between classes and skills at will, and it's just so easy. The leveling, of course, of those classes and skills are separate, and that's how it should be. It should be difficult to level them back up. There should be some consequence to you swapping over. It shouldn't just be you swap over to a class and all of a sudden you're the same level. There should be a kind of consequence, and I like how they've done it. It's definitely a well-made system. As I said, I have no issue with the system. The system is great. It should be adapted to all games, in my opinion. MMOs going forward, this is what you should be thinking about. How can I make the player experience feel like they're making the decisions, they're making the choices, they're taking on those consequences? That's what you should be thinking about. I think there's been a lot of issues around that with, say, World of Warcraft and Guild Wars in the future. They need to think about, you know, maybe adapting some of these things. And especially at the moment, World of Warcraft's choices have been very bad, and their consequences have been a bit too harsh on players. So it's about, you know, what does the player want? What does the player need? What's best for the player? how can this be player friendly? And this is definitely player friendly. And I know all about friendly. I know about friendly. You know, I myself have always thought about how I could be a player friendly person. But yeah, I would say I love it. Good job, great job. And yeah, we'll move on to the next one. I'll see you in a bit. Well, it seems for my next part I actually have a visitor, and the little list of men is here. So it seems that for this recording I have a little visitor. Don't I, little man? My cat, Little Man, also known as Lucifer, is currently residing on my lap, and he wants attention, as he always does, because he's the cutest of fluffy kitties. You want to say hello? You say hello. You're just like, okay, whatever. I'm tired. Just put me down. Oh, he just wants down. He's tired. He's tired. He's had a very, very long day of bugging us. Running around, screaming, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, we're going to move on to the Daily Roulette Trials. That should be interesting. In which I would like to talk about some of the systems that I've enjoyed. And disenjoyed. Disenjoyed. Alright, here we are in the trials. Our daily trials. Now, I have seen this cutscene, so I'm going to skip through most of it. But I'm going to say I've got Little Man here, and we're going to...
Never have come here,
oh, okay, well, now I'm going to skip it through, definitely. But I've got Little Man here, and we're going to be doing daily trials and talking about a few of the systems I've liked, and the few that I don't like. I'm just going to quickly go through them very quickly. We'll start with things I do like, things I do like. Obviously, I like the class systems. I think they're really smart. I like how the class systems have really brought in variety and change and a lot of choices. The choices have been amazing. I do like the raids, the raid systems, how they work, and we'll talk about that when I get to the raid duties, the daily duties. But yeah, I love raids. I think they're great. Housing, I like it has player housing. I haven't really gotten that far into the player housing, or I've researched it quite a bit, but I haven't actually physically got into it. So I don't know. I'm okay with it. It's okay. It's a good thing. It's a good plus though. The class systems. Or how they work in the class, like the different sort of challenges and earning your different powers. Really smart, love it. Or what else? I like the dungeons. I think they're great. Some of them aren't great. Some of them are great. The trials are going to go on the... I don't like the trials. I think they're kind of boring. I think it should just be it's basically an instance an instance dungeon or instance moment. They should make it like they do the other instances and just make it that you can play through it by yourself, because it just seems very silly to have it, you know, everyone has to do it, like 4 people have to be there to do it. I don't enjoy the trials a lot of the time. Some of the time I just feel that they're a bit dull. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel they're a bit dull, and there could definitely be extra effort put into some of them. And what are you doing? You're spreading yourself out, are you? Just spreading yourself here? Definitely extra effort could be put into them. Maybe some more love. They push the story forward, and usually they're a big bad guy that you have to defeat. So I don't mind that. When it comes to the... how would I put this? The story systems, the way the story works, I should say. The way the story works isn't the best. I'm not a huge fan of it, and I've already kind of pointed that out. But I do think the story itself is strong enough. Leveling system, again, I have some major issues with it, but only in certain parts. I have issues with certain levels. So it really is just about certain levels rather than everything's terrible. So that's kind of the neutral, really. It's kind of neutral. Armor sets. I like some of the armor sets, but a lot of the time you look like... You go from looking like a peasant to a poor person to a rich person to a warrior. So it's a weird progression of armor. I have to admit, I'm a bit like, do I really want this armor set? I'm not the biggest fan of the glamour. I think transmog is often a lot better done. Transmog is a lot, you can just go into a wardrobe and set it up. Shouldn't cost so much just to you know, do all pieces. But if that's what they choose, that's what they choose. I honestly think it should be, you know, a bit more thought through, especially the dying sets. Traveling, I like most of the traveling. I wish the quest for traveling was a bit smarter, like it was a bit more obvious, instead of you actually have to go do a separate quest, because I was told you'd get it throughout the story, so I instantly thought, well, I get it through the story, so I don't have to, I'll just keep playing the story and I'll get it. I got to like level, I think it was 45, and I realized I still don't have flying or riding. Of course, flying was a lot later, but riding was not. And I felt really awkward. I don't remember what level I was completely at. I might have only been 30 something, but still, that's bad. Oh, my little man just made a sigh. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of good things in this game, a whole bunch of things that need work. It's not they're bad. They're not bad. I just don't like them because they need work. But it's kind of like some things are amazing. Some things are neutral, and there's one or two things that just need work before they go into... You go too far into it. But yeah, overall it's good. The last thing I wanted to talk about was raids, and as you guys know, raids are fun, and they're meant to be. They're long, they have lots of people, and yeah, they're supposed to be an experience. I do like that the daily duty doesn't make you do a raid with 24 people, it's only 8. But I still did enjoy the raids the way they were, you know, the 24 was still fun, the 8 is great, but yeah, seriously, you got 24 people here, but I only have to focus on these ones. Okay, so we are now doing raids. It's the last thing I wanted to talk about. Raids are fun, I really enjoy them, and they should be. They're like the end zone sort of stuff, they're the end game. It's where 24 people come together to kind of work on their skills and create a magical moment of power. Also, they have the biggest bosses with the most mechanics. Isn't that right there, man? But no, I enjoy raids in this game. I don't play raids often in World of Warcraft. In fact, the only kind of raids I play is LFGs. Like LFGs for raids, basically. Look for LFRs, I guess. LFRs. And I haven't really thought too much about doing professional or guild-worthy raids. It's just not been my thing. Next thing I wanted to talk about was raiding. Now, I'm sure that you guys know all about raiding. Raiding's a very important thing, right? It's the end game stuff. It's what happens at the end. It's something that makes you think. It's got the big boss, the scary big guy. I love raiding. Well, I love raiding in this game. In fact, World of Warcraft, I don't actually do much raiding. I do LFRs, looking for raids, but I don't actually do raiding very often. It's a weird experience, I must admit. It's kind of weird, you know, realizing that something you used to do all the time, you don't do much anymore, but I don't know, for me, look, raids are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be challenging, but they're not supposed to be something you have to put mass amounts of thought into, and a lot of the time I find that raiding does, especially in World of Warcraft. This one, there's mechanics you have to watch out for, there's things you have to think about in the moment, but I don't have to do any planning beforehand. Well, not much, it's just like, please go over here, please go over there. In Final Fantasy, they have this really nice balance. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of seeing this in the way. Like, I don't know how to move this, so it's a little irritating, I will say. But at the moment, I have found no way of getting rid of it, so that's not fun. That's not fun. But in saying that, I can't, you know, always focus on the things that are player friendly, because there are high-end raiders who want certain things a certain way, and I'm not a high-end raider, so they're not praying to me with raids. But in Final Fantasy, the raids can get hard, the raids get easy, the mechanics are easy to understand, but also difficult. So I think that's important. You have to be able to understand the mechanics, but also, you know, be able to die from them. For me, raiding in FF Online is probably one of my favorites. For me, I think it's the best raiding I've seen, just because it feels not only first time friendly, but also people who like it a bit harder. So I believe Oh god. I believe when I'm going over these sorts of things and really trying about... honestly, I believe when I'm really trying and really putting the effort into actually being part of this group, cast big team in a raid, that's when it's really special. And I have been doing that, especially in these raids. I've been trying my hardest. I've been trying to be the best. When I'm focusing, of course, but just in general, it makes me want to be a better raider, which is always awesome to think about. So I have just finished all of them. I finished all my daily duties, and that has actually got me to 56.5. The problem is, my daily duties just reset because it's 1 AM. 1 AM is usually the time in Australia where they all reset in America. So, I have a choice. I can either redo all of them and then move on to the story quest, or move on to the story quest. I think I want to redo all of them, and yeah, just enjoy, I guess, enjoy the dungeons, because I love dungeons, and I will see you afterwards. So hopefully we'll be at 57 by then, or 58, and then we can finish off with some classic stories, which will just be a nice, you know, little ending. And I hope you enjoyed all my opinions on it so far, on the race, and yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
Hello, guten Tag. Welcome, Master Noob. Shall I show you Spider-Man?
I don't know. I just thought he would sound like that. He probably would never sound like that, but that's the voice I'm going for right now. That is indeed the voice I am going with right now. Hello, how Count Edmond de Fortems, hello. Tell us then, Master F-Nerd, does Ashgard meet you with your expectations? That which I imagined pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of thousands of years of history in every step I took, and when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns in Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Rex has ordered his knights to strengthen our defences, and each house has been called upon to lend support. I don't know why I went with that voice for him, because he actually looks like he'd be a British. It was a nice British, but like a twang. Sir Miriel has ordered his knights to strengthen our defences, and each house has been called upon to lend the support it can. Kind of like that, like very, 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 very proper. Very proper. Just blowing in the mic, it's all good. I have now accepted 2 quests. Speak with the Chocobo Keep in Foundation to journey to Falcon's Nest. Speak with the airship Ticketer to travel the Sea of Clouds. I mean, both areas sound cool. Do I want to go to the Sea of... Oh, wow. The Sea of Clouds? Oh, it's a new area. Oh, or Falcon's Nest, which is this way. I don't know. Falcon's Nest or Sea of Clouds? Well, look. I'm an angelic kind of person, so I believe, my own personal belief, is that we should go to the Sea of Clouds. You know, I've even been excited to do like Skyblock for Minecraft, because I've never actually done Skyblock before. So, you know, it might be like that. It might be like going to the sky and never coming back. Never coming back, ever. So we have to find out how to get there first. So we have to go over here. So I'm going to turn this way. Hop along. Hop along. Come on. Hop, hop, hop. Everybody hop. Hop, hop, hop. We are now heading to the clouds. I mean, it's exciting. I've always wanted to go islands, clouds. Fairly well to go islands and clouds. That's pretty much it. We're just going to go into the clouds. That's it. We're going to heaven now. Bye, everyone. Wait. Islands everywhere. Oh, my God. The Sea of Clouds. Oh, my God. This looks awesome. Oh, I love this. I want to be able to build this in Minecraft because this looks so cool. There's so many things I want to build in Minecraft from Final Fantasy.
Conceived within the fecund mind of Cid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home.
Aww, I hope so. It's my home. It's my beautiful home, Eorzea. It does sound kind of like nausea, which doesn't really help me, but welcome to Eorzea. So welcome to our new home, or at least where we're going to be for a while. I mean, wow. It kind of looks like emeralds coming off the bottom of the rocks. I mean, that's pretty cool. Never thought to do that. Moldy emeralds. Well, there's emeralds in World of War. In Minecraft, you can make moldy emeralds. Always wanted to make some moldy emeralds. I know this is a small thing, but I understand that their servers can only hold a certain amount of people, and that's why they have waiting lists and everything. Could they get better servers? Like, because honestly, there's so many servers, and most of my friends are on different servers, and it kind of sucks because I don't feel like I can play with them. I don't know if there's cross-platform in anything but the LFGs, but if there was, that'd be really great, just inviting them to a group. Otherwise, they have to be in the same server as me. I suppose I'll just have to wait till the Australian server comes out, because I'm in Australia, and I'm using the American server, so the lag is fine most times, like, obviously sending, receiving, but I'm doing my best, and I'd really wish the Australian one would come sooner. But it's not going to be out until the new update is. While I understand Count Edmund's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, this is entirely possible, but that he may learn something from this experience, but when left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he will make a mess of things. I think it too. Actually, I do think it too. Tell him that I would like him to keep watch for Dravian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep Emilian from skirting his duties. Wait, was that a female? Oh my god, the entire time I thought it was a male. I couldn't see. All I could see was this. And I'm sorry, we can't tell from the names anymore. That's what I've learned, that you can't just guess from the names. I got the request from Lanietta. I also said that she was a boy. Remember those days of just talking to random people constantly, and that's pretty much all you were doing? You were just chatting with lots and lots of people about random things. Well, it looks like we're returning to those days, but at least we're in a new area. Like, look at this place. It's just crazy. It's so crazy. Do I get to see the entire map? Kind of. I kind of get to see the entire map. Wait, did a cat just attack me? Gala cat. Wait, is that a flying cat? That sounds about right. It seems like we have some new enemies, which look like owl people. It reminds me of Owlkin in World of Warcraft, the owl creatures. So these are a lot cooler looking and more well designed. But yeah, just the idea of them. They do move weirdly, and the kind of repetitive movements just looks a bit odd. It looks like they're dancing, but maybe that's just a stylistic choice. I don't know, but it's odd. But it is a cool addition to the new bad or good guys, depending. I don't know. We haven't figured out if they are yet. They could just be hostile because their lives have been threatened by us, or they feel threatened by us. It's a possibility. I must admit, I did like the fact that I got a choice between two areas to go to, and it does seem like I'm getting a few choices. Choices are important in video games, and I think the more choices you have in the video game to the player's path, the better the player feels, because they feel like they're making the decisions that influence the game. It's not like an experience, say, of World of Warcraft, where the choice nowadays of choosing Alliance and Horde is simply what kind of character do you want to play at this point. It's not even like if you choose Horde, you'll be helping the Horde side. It's if you choose Horde, you'll be on the Horde side. That's it. And I think with Final Fantasy, like, they have situations of like, obviously you choose all the different skills and classes, which makes a difference. But for you, at least as a player, there's no factions, which is great. But you can choose companies. Well, technically there are factions, because there's the Storm, the Flame, and the Serpent Gods. So yeah, again, you can help them, and they just means you get different colors, which does influence some people's choices. That's what influenced mine. So yeah, there are some choices. They're not major, huge choices that are going to influence everything. Not like, say, Albion Online, where you choose a side and then a company, and then the guild takes over and destroys everything. It's a lot more of a choice. And New World, the same thing. They have factions that actually influence quite a lot of things. I think that World of Warcraft can take a page from their book, maybe even Final Fantasy, just in the idea of creating more interesting factions. Oh, okay. We have an instance. I like these moments. You know, gotta figure out what's going on, and who knows? Who knows? We might find him. Oh, stars. Okay, my daddy's in the stars. Oh, we gotta wait quietly. Shh, shh, shh. Are they here yet? Are they here yet? Maybe. Present him as like a present. I'm sure he's not that much of a present. Gotta admit, I don't think he'd be that much of a present. Unless it's for one of their brats. Okay, until 80 minutes. What happened? I will save him, I promise. I will save him. I am completely powerful, and I will save him. I promise you that. Okay, so I have to get in there and rescue Emma Nelian. Oh, so I've got to quickly. I've got what 30 minutes to go save him. I don't know if that's a long period of time or a short period of time. I'm just gonna do my best. Bam! Yeah, Hoot. One of his powers is called Hoot. Okay, as you do. He's gonna hoot at me. Whoo! 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 Ah, the pain! They look like they're doing a robot or something, or they're doing the monster mash. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. He did the mash. It was an Alkin smash. It was a smash. He did the monster mash. He did the mash. Sorry, it's just really stupid. But hey, if that's the way they want to design it, that's perfectly fine. I don't get it. Where am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to find him randomly, or is there an actual area where I'm supposed to go and be? I don't understand. Because I'm in an instance right now, but it doesn't feel like an instance. It feels like I'm just in the normal world. Maybe that's how it's. Ready? 1, 2, 3, bam! Wow, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, they died. Well. Well. Wait, did he say that I'm not going to eat him? My god, what, do you think I'm like that? Nedling's come to free prisoner. Yes, I did. I did come to free the prisoner. But what in the actual hell? Why do you think I'm going to eat you? You're owls. Even normal people don't eat owls. I mean, what the hell? Oh well. I'm going to have to kill you all. That's all. I won't eat you. I'm just going to waste your flesh. Your flesh leather. Whee! There we go. Goodbye. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Okay, I'm going to save you. Just going to get rid of this brambleweed rope. Why is the chieftain just looking at me? He's not even doing anything. He's just looking at me. It's kind of creepy. Not gonna lie, it's kind of creepy. Phew. Yeah, phew. For you, maybe. Oh, my booty. Netherlings slink away like, was it gale for cat? Netherlings slink away like gale for gale cats. Rally while the others have gone down. Let not one escape. Kind of reminds me of the Skeksis for some reason. Not because they're bird creatures, just because they're really like weird looking, and it's just like, that's all I can imagine.
Oh, do not let them escape.
Just like the Skeksis. The Skeksis is a thing of nightmares, I'm not gonna lie. Come on, Emil, let's go. Stop cowering. You're a person of dignity and respect, and let's get the F out of here. Let's get the F out of A. Wait, are they coming for us? Really? Well, I will defeat them very quickly while you're running. Come on, come on, come on. Just keep running, just keep running. Honestly, what are they going to do? Oh no! Why do you stop? You stop to get hurt. It's really weird. Ready? 1, 2, 3, kabam! And again. 1, 2, 3, kabloom! Yes! Okay, I'm just gonna put some Aoris on whatever. Auras? Aor? Arrow. I'm gonna put an arrow on each of them. And then bam! Oh look, it's Haushenfount. Haushenfount and Haushenfount Hems. Hello there. Is that you? Thank heavens, get us out of here, Haushenfount. Safe, friendly. Okay, well I'm gonna help him get out while they deal with that because I've been told to go away. But if you ever need any help, let me know. Oh, right here they come. Oh, and here comes some knights. How dare you? How dare you even think of touching Emil? Emil is mine. He's mine to touch. You get away from him, you evil owl creatures who think that I'm going to eat them. You know, I would consider it with a little bit of gravy. You know, you taste nice with a little bit of gravy. Ooh, some owl winglets. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Now I want some owl winglets. I'm a bad person. I've got to admit, I like Sid's new digs. Sid's got a new outfit and everything. It looks great. And it seems that everyone's here now. Lord Emil appears to rather be pleased with himself. I wonder why. Oh, I saved everything very well. I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could really have died. You know me, dead. On the other hand, by risking a life and limb in line of duty, I do succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal. And that, old boy, is no small feat. Oh my god. Again, are they a boy or a girl? I'm gonna go boy with long hair. That's the new game I'm playing in this. Is it a boy elf or a girl elf? Because girl elves can be flat-chested and boy elves can have long hair. No one said that there's gender confines. No one said there are rules. So, yeah. No idea. Not that it matters, but I just don't want to do... Although, yeah, female elves can have the really masculine voice, and plus I can't really do a girl's voice, so, or a female's voice, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I don't know. I'll just keep doing the voices and hope for the best, you know? I mean, a cat doesn't actually sound like this.
Hello, I'm a cat now.
But that's the voice I use. Isn't that right, little man? That's my cat. So after we actually, after we found out that Seeing the Clouds was a viable place to hang out with and explore, we're now heading to the other area. We now have to speak to the Chocobo Keep in Foundation and the journey to Falcon's Nest. So we have to go to both areas anyway. I thought we were going to go one and just explore that area and then go to the other one later. But hey, we go to both, I suppose. I know nothing about chocobos. I have one. Does that count? Does that count as something? I mean, I have one. I flew it around a few times, and then I got a mech, and I stopped flying it around a few times. But hey, I still had one. Wait, we're in the Western Highlands? So this is still the same place, the snowy area, but it's the Western Highlands of this place. Which I guess is kind of cool. I was hoping for something completely new, but I'm not going to complain. There's a giant windmill for no apparent reason, and it looks like this entire place has been frozen over. Paled by the calamity. Aww. They don't look like they're prepared for frozenness.
To lands long forsaken, that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim.
It doesn't look like everyone was prepared for ice, that's all I'll say, or freezing temperatures. So that's worrying. I wonder what happened. Oh wait, I know what happened. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest. Once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, he came. until he came. Oh my. It has been far too long, Lord Etterl. Okay. Redwald. His name's Redwald. Okay. And might be your companion be? Pray forgive us for our lateness, Sir Redwald. To present you friendly noob. What of the house? I get my name is Friendly Noob because of my channel, but Jesus, I made a bad decision when it comes to fantasy. I could have made any name. I could have come up with anything, and I did not. And why is the crystal behind there just so small? It looks like it's been chopped in two. What happened to the other half? Did they do that? That's bad. That's bad. You broke it. You broke it. How dare you? So we just leveled up to 58, and now we've got several craftsmen in service of house contributing to the restoration. So we're currently going to be helping with the restoration of Falcon's Crest Nest, which I am cool with that. I wish I could just go collect a whole bunch of like items and bring it to them and like see it improve over time. That would be a really cool idea for a quest, but I doubt that's going to happen. That sort of thing I enjoy, like. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best example, but some things like Guild Wars and even oh, what's another one to put it? Like, actually no, Fortnite does an interesting thing, and I know what you're thinking. Fortnite? What did Fortnite go do with MMORPGs? Well, guess what? They have base building. And you, in the solo play, you actually build a base, and it gets attacked by waves and waves of zombies, and you build onto it every single time. You go away, you come back, you upgrade it. So that's what happens, and it gets bigger and bigger, being able to withstand more. I like that idea. The same thing with World of Warcraft's garrisons. You built on those, and they got bigger and bigger. But honestly, do I think it's the best idea, or do I think either of them are very good? That's debatable. It's very debatable. But I would have liked to see that with something in Final Fantasy, and it might be later. There might be something later. If not, think about it. I will say, small things in this new area are really making me interested. It's very dark. Like, there's just this darkness, and look at that. The light shines through, and it really stands out. And even the sense of like that small little wisp of ice and everything looks kind of cool. Those giant bridge, but it's pretty much nothing. It should have been a huge drop. And even this tower, everything's really well designed. They've really thought this one. It has. I do actually think that the further I've gotten to the game, the better the graphics have looked, the better the details have looked. Like, this is just so cool. Lighting level. I mean, Guild Wars could never. World of Warcraft could never. This is awesome. I don't know, it's just a simple light. But even the design of the stone is cool. Just detailing. Detailing on Final Fantasy is impressive. And I will never ever fault them for that. Alright, take that, heretic, you bad person.
No, I won't. Oh.
I followed the spineless heretic back to his home, so he probably shouldn't have run away, you know. If he hadn't run away, I wouldn't know where everyone is. Just letting you know. He did the bad thing. He did a bad thing. He did a bad thing. It's all his fault. I blame him. Well, they should blame him. I should commend him on helping me, but I'm not gonna. You know, not gonna. It's not my job to do that. Now, who are you? Wait, you again? Oh, God. What are you doing here? Oh, wow, I like how my staff goes... Looking Looking for me, I presume? Oh, I thought we've defeated you before, and we will do it again. It's not that hard. Oh, little dragon! Oh, my little dragon! Ah, the child who glimpses the truth. Oh, he's one of my pets. It's really adorable. No, it cannot be. Well, guess what it is? I have a little dragon. Honestly, I don't see what she's trying to do, and I feel like she's very misguided in her ways. And I think the dragon agrees with me on that. Just saying, just saying. There's just been trouble everywhere. That's all I've learned, really. There's heretics who are in the western area, and at the clouds we have a new bad guy who are the Alkins, and I'm just worried in general. I feel like we're gonna probably have a dungeon in each to do with both of the new bad guys, but in the future I really hope for it. Though you have won the hearts of the minds of many of the countrymen, yes, because of course I've won the favour of both the people in the Sea of the Clouds and the western areas. There are those who will never be swayed, men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes, even as we celebrate them. Yes, well that's pretty normal. That's pretty normal for people who don't accept it because they didn't do it themselves. Maybe from guilt, jealousy, or even just feeling left out, which is perfectly fine. They're natural emotions. I've now gone to I'm now going to Houchenfount, who's in the what seems to be the church, and where the quest is called Divine Intervention. So I'm wondering if this has to do with anyone in the church. I mean, look at their armor sets. So beautiful, though. And it does seem we have 4 houses, or 4 covens, or covenants, or whatever you want to call it, companies. We have gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury in search of the 2 souls. Oh, okay. The petitioners step forward. So these are the 2 people who are bad, or are these petitioning to say they're good? Sir, Ganex, for the benefit of all present, I'd like to repeat the charges which you have levelled against this man and woman. I, Sir Diggers and Desiree, brother of the Heaven's Ward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics. Which 2? Oh god, no. They were not consorting with heretics. Looks like we're going to have to deal with a few little issues, hiccups, you may say. But how? How did this happen? How? So they dispute the claims, and now it's up to me and Alphinae to actually defeat these 2 bad guys. Because obviously they don't know what they're talking about, because I doubt either of those 2 little innocent things would ever do anything bad. So I am going to destroy them. And I'm going to take great pleasure in destroying them, because I feel nothing for both of you. You're both bad people, you know? Both of you. How dare you accuse such a cute little person like Tatura? Everything she's been through. Everything. Like, bad. I pox on both your houses. I don't even care what your houses are. They could be really cool looking houses. The pox on the both! How dare you? But they have done a trial by combat. And in doing so, the things will be decided by if you can win the combat, which is quite simple. It's not that hard, to be honest. And, I'm not like, oh no, this is so horrible. But I could see it coming. It's a very common thing, especially in medieval times. I mean, if I think of like jousting and gladiators and stuff like that, there's very common ways to, you know, entertain or make decisions. Especially when it came to like royalty and that, I think they found death as more of a sport, and now it's not a sport. But hey, I will happily take part in a trial by combat, because I know friend is gonna win. Well, it looks like after all that, after all they pushed against my people, my 2 friends, you were defeated, which means they're innocent. It has to mean that, you know, they're innocent because I defeated you. Yeah! I mean, we won! Technically, yeah, that's true. The Fury has spoken. After Olivia Turturtur, you have acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive her wisdom and justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners accused, go forth in peace. Well, there you go. We're free. We're free to run wild. But now I need to know why they were talking to heretics before I move forward. Oh my god, it's Lady Yuguri. We haven't seen her since, you know, the hooded thing and everyone dying and stuff. Master Alphinae, I'm pleased to see the light resolve shines in your eyes once more. Yes. Thank you, Yuguri. Ah, yes, how pathetic. I must have seemed to you when we last met. I'm ashamed to recall it. For a time I was truly lost. But aid my comrades. Yeah, I'm amazed she's alive. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm amazed she's even alive, but she looks really cool. I love those ears and the stuff coming, like the face scarring or whatever it is, face molding. But she's really cool looking. Love it. I don't remember her looking like this. I might have forgotten. It's been a couple days. So, since the massacre, for me at least, and a couple of months maybe for them, I don't know. But no, she looks awesome. It's great to see her again. It's great to see was she princess, was it? Ruler of some sort? Ah, who cares? And they're going to help us. Looks like we're going to be doing a rescue mission. Oh. General? General Ruban? Wait. You're here. More and more people we find are still alive. Well, actually, we knew they were still alive because we saw the cinematic, but we didn't actually know he was still alive. Like, technically, like, we didn't know, but we did know. So, now, you know. You know. No, the cinematic showed me he was still alive, but we as a character weren't supposed to know, so only the player was. But still, it's great to know he's still alive, and we're about to save him, hopefully. I actually really like this this idea of a ticking time bomb. We had to destroy this this stink area, this poisonous gas holder, while we keep Ruban alive. And I healed him with my big heal just before I left, so I had more time, and then just had to kill oozes all the way here. Now we actually have to kill this before we all die. And it's about keeping everyone alive, and there is a ticking time bomb, and it's just kind of a cool idea. And oh, that takes care of the mist. So now we have to return and get him back out of that trap. But I'm a little worried that we're not doing it right. But now we have to find a key. We have to find a key. So here's the ticking time bomb, and now we have more of a fetch quest. So we have a damage like an attack quest, get to somewhere. Then we had a sort of ticking time bomb quest, and now we have a fetch quest. It's everything all in one, and I'm worried. I'm worried that I'm gonna die and we're gonna have to redo all of this. I really am, but I'm liking it. I'm liking the idea. It's getting a lot better the more levels you go in.
How dare the Lord Commander speak to me like that? How dare he?
Huh. I have half a mind to yell at him. How dare the Lord Commander speak to me like that? How dare he? You know, I have half the mind to yell at him. I do. I have half a mind. Only half. Not even a quarter. Just one half. Have secured the support. We may proceed with fear of possession. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna. Even though he's with me very, very harshly, we have got the support of everyone because we have been working with everyone in the area. People, you know, if you do something for someone else, you scratch their back, they're going to scratch yours eventually. And even if it means I'm trying to save them. Ah, your guest of Hatful Thames, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon. No less. Okay, so it's time for us to join another instance. I went into it, then I cut out because I realized I hadn't read any of this. So I was like, wait, I don't know what's going on. It happens. It happens sometimes. I just don't pay attention. It's my fault. Okay. Oh, the primal. Ooh, the primal. Ooh, is it going to be a frost primal? I imagine it's going to be something amazing and wonderful and to do with frost. My hair's like floppity floppity. I have not put any product in my hair, so it's crazy. We're back. We're back to the ice place. I mean, ages. Oh my god, he does look cool. I want his armor. Can I look like him? He's so cool looking. Uh-oh. Well, you guys don't look as cool, and I'm gonna take you down! Friendly style. I'm gonna defeat the heretics. There you go. I'm gonna put arrow on each of them, and then do my famous stun. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stun. How do I look? I am stunning. Look at me stun the audience with my beauty. I don't know. I feel like a Latino supermodel every time I cast stun. Because I am what? Stun. I just like the power of stunning people. The guard, your guard is down. Yes, that is important. It is important to know the guard is down. The guard is down. Now we must stun them. Yes. Yes! A little bit of blind too. They went a little bit blind. Behold the might of the dragoon blood. Oh, dragon blood. Whoa! Did they just turn into dragons? They just turned into dragons. What the hell? You didn't tell me they could do that. Alright, I'm gonna put some arrow on everyone. How many heretics are we gonna have to deal with? Jesus, mother effing Christ monkeys. Have you never heard of the holy monkeys of Christ? The Christ monkeys. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes! Bam! Bam! That's right. You kill that! You kill that dragon! Oh, Loxtus of the first line. I don't know who you are, but I kind of want to kill you. Jeez! Jeez! Why was that my first response to seeing a big dragon? Jeez! I'm a crazy person. Yeah, we did it! We killed the big dragon people! I helped the dragoon. I feel special now. I feel that he should give me his armor. Being that I helped him, he should like give me all of his armor. Just saying. Just all of it, you know? Not even a tiny bit. Just all of it. Give me it all now. They fight like demons. 'Tis death that remain. Fall back, brothers, retreat to the cinders! Ooh, cinders. That sounds like a cool place to go. Can I go there? Can I go to Cinders? I want to go to Cinders. It's decided we're going to Cinders. We are back. We are back to doing story time. Story time.
Story time. There was once a young maiden.
No. So we're back to doing story time. Now we have to speak to Gilberont? Gibleront. The Forgotten Knight. Let's just say we're going to go speak to the Forgotten Knight. I mean, he's forgotten. Who cares what his name is? He was forgotten by society, and that's all that matters. Itchy nose. After speaking to him, he sent us to Fort Temp Manor. Now, I'd like going around the city more than anyone, because it's a beautiful, beautiful city. Who doesn't want to go Ishgard on the holiday? But, why the manor? Ooh. Well, we've got the manor in the church, and then the industrial area to make weapons and stuff, which, hey, if that's what you want to do, then sure. It's perfectly fine. That's perfectly normal. That's what people do all the time, right? Oh wait, do I have to go upstairs? Is that? Oh my god, there's like a staircase here. But this is spectacular. Whoever designed this, give yourself a round of applause. I used to say that my favorite area was in Gridania. Now this is Ishgard. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. I still like that I'm the heart of the party. I mean, that's the one thing I want to be, and I'm it now. You know, I'm just feeling really proud of myself, being the heart of the party. Well, you looky here. We're in a new area. Where are we? We're in Dravania. Wait, aren't the Dravanians like those the dragon people? I'm gonna guess that giant tower is built by them, being that has like winged people on the top. But yeah, supposedly we're in Dravania right now, and okay, she's on our side, I suppose. And now we stand at the threshold of Dravania, the path of Somme. Takes us to the far west reaches. A long and demanding journey. Might I suggest we take a rest at the village up ahead? I mean, that sounds like a great plan, especially if we're heading right into the, you know, the wakes of evil. The bad guys. But hey, I don't know how stuff works. Well, it seems like we have found ourselves in Dravania. I swear, the Dravanians, aren't they those lizard people? I don't remember, to be honest, because I wasn't paying attention. But it's been so long. I know they've been mentioned recently, but I was like, wait, are those lizard people? I'm not too sure. But we are in Dravania, and it's a big and vast area, jeez. And it looks beautiful. I love the trees, but why do they have giant feet? Like these giant feet roots. They're feet roots. You know, like beetroots, but made out of feet. They're feet roots. Hello there. How are you guys? Oh wow. You have a sleeping chocobo at the daytime, or it's dead. You're about to cook it. Either way, we have to go to the village and meet up with our friends, and supposedly, Inkheart, Iceheart, whatever her name is, she's on our side now, and she's willing to help. As long as we're actually, you know, going for good, not evil. But all I'll say is, she could have done that earlier before I had to slap her! Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust her. I don't trust her as far as I can freaking throw her. It feels so weird. We're actually doing our first Heaven War trial. I mean, this entire time, we've... Oh, fuck, I forgot to turn this down as well. So after finding a new race in Dravian, the Ganath, or whatever it is, the Ganath, they're creepy little creatures. I mean, look at them. They're kind of like bug people, kind of. Either way, we're actually heading towards our first, like, trial. It's a hard trial. It's called Thok Ast Thok. Thok. It's hard, and I haven't done it before, so I don't know what to expect. And I'm going to be the healer for it, at least. So we'll have to dodge out of the way of things. But yeah, it's going to be my first trial in the Heavens Ward, which, I don't know. I haven't really done much in the Heavens Ward. There will be 8 people, so I'm not too nervous. Let's just... Okay, I'm a little bit nervous. That's why I kind of feel like... breathe. I'm trying to breathe. It's not great. But hopefully we'll do okay. So, cross fingers. What on earth is going on? Giant spitting swords of death. I love it. Come on. Who's in the giant spitting swords of death? Please tell me it's someone cool and awesome looking and... Oh my bejeebus. It's like Count Dooku. It's like Count Dooku with freaking bee wings. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much I just might marry it. Okay, so well, I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's definitely frightening, and I'm terrified, and I'm scared. I'm so scared. Friendly is terrified and scared. Gotta admit, Ravana does not take much damage. We've barely got anything down yet, and although he hasn't done much like mechanics yet either, I'm not that worried about him. But he looks really cool when he fights. I mean, that's something. Hopefully we can take him down soon, though. Hopefully we can destroy him. Oh my god. Oh, that battle was hard. Ah. That Bugman was hard! Ravana was extremely hard. I found him very, very infuriating. Yes? Child of man. You better well do so. I mean, I murdered you. Well, technically my entire team murdered you, but it's well deserved. That was a really hard battle. That was extremely hard. We had 2 wipes before we actually finished it, and a major issue was, first time wasn't killing ads. Second time was this area just kept, you know, falling apart. It was hard. It was crazy, but it was alright. It was alright. There were some annoying little mechanics that could have been changed or tweaked or made it a little bit easier, but hey, overall it was a good battle. It was a good battle, and we won. Goddamn one! Avalonia Fallen. Couldn't they call it Avalonia Falls and just put a waterfall somewhere here? I mean, that'd be fine. Oh god, this place is desolate and disgusting. I don't want to be here anymore. Get me off this place. Ooh, that's a extremely weird mount you have there, my dear. It looks like a... I don't know, a seahorse? With the strangest mouth. I don't know what even going on there. I don't even know if I want to. It just looks weird. Oh god. Wow, this place doesn't look exactly peaceful now, does it? It looks kind of frightening. Look, I don't say judge a place by its cover, but there's a giant dragon looking thing up there. It's a statue with like a, I don't know, is that a staff? Oh. Do not cross this path. I warned you. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way. Oh, okay. To the summit for thee and thy companions. Oh, we're going to a summit. Oh, okay. No red glowing eyes, please. It's like the dark side and the light side. You know, it's gotta have both sides. Oh, it beams up. Well, beam me up, Scotty. I want to go up there. To my kin, mountain, the mountain is revered as holy ground. Resting place both aware of the millions of Nidhogg. Nidhogg, that's a dragon. During your descent. That's a Norse god dragon, actually, which is kind of interesting. It's weird that they keep bringing up, you know, god creatures. But, yeah, a lot of them are Norse. A lot of them are Norse gods. Norse creatures, like North mythological creatures. I know this because of Age of Mythologies. But we're gonna summit, so that's exciting. Oh my god, it feels so weird. These are the last couple of... Oh my god, this feels so weird. This is the last couple of quests I will be doing. I mean, I'm almost 60. I'm a bit worried because some of my computer just shut itself down, which may have corrupted the recordings I just did. But you know what? I don't even care. This experience has been amazing, and I cannot wait for the next game I choose to do the race to 60. I'm not too sure though. Should I do 60 minutes, 60 hours? Like, what should it be? 60 milliseconds, 60 fortnights, 60 days. Oof, there's so many things I could do. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing another class quest. The final thing I want to do was a class quest. I thought that was a good idea. Plus, I get Stone 3. I believe Stone 3? I believe I get Stone 3. But I get an upgrade to my power, my Stone attack. And I thought that was really important because my Stone attack is something I use constantly. I only have a few damaging attacks and I'd like to be able to use them. Thank you very much. Is there like a... No, there isn't. Okay. Well, that sucks. Where is the... There is no aetherite stone here. Except for that one. I know there's like an aetherite path or something, but I don't know how to use it properly, so... or at all. So, when I figure it out, I'll probably start using it, but for now, I'm just gonna have to run. Run. Do 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 do. Jump! You know, for some reason, this kind of reminds me of Guild Wars, especially the springback or whatever you want to call it, the chocobok. Just the idea of this actually really reminds me of Guild Wars, like how you have the gerbil and stuff like that, or the skip runner or whatever it is, and how they have different abilities and stuff like that, and you're just running along, and the movement of it, I don't know, it just has that feel, especially because it is also a little bit animated and a more Asian appeal to it, which a lot of people say Asian appeal games are bad, and I prefer the more cartoony Western looking ones, even with Japanese and all different ethnicities involved in it, but just the style of the making of the game. I prefer the Western look. I don't know. It's not because I've been brought up with it, because I've been brought up with anime and Japanese horror movies. So I've been brought up with the complete opposite. Maybe that's why I crave Western culture. I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely weird. I also want to point out that it took me all the way to getting to level 60. It took me hours and hours to find a guild who is is LGBTQ friendly sort of thing. You know, that sort of the guild's based around having a lot of LGBT people in the community, but also someone who was like, "Hey, you seem really fun. Let's have an FC together." The other people just added me randomly, and I barely spoke to them. This one I seem to speak to more, and I think that's really important in a guild. You actually speak to them more. The stench is overpowering of the dead dragon. Yeah, that tends to happen. That's why you don't just sit near a dead dragon. Yeah, I don't know about what you do in your free time, but I don't sit next to dead dragons. Oh god, okay, well at least this time we don't have to go into an instance and get completely destroyed by the creatures. I mean, that's something, isn't it? Oh, I just pulled something else. No, stop it! Stop trying to pull the other things! What are you doing? My character has a death wish! I'm just gonna pull what's over here! Alright. Oh, wait. Did I do it? Yay! Oh, I did the shield thingy! Oh, that's so cool! I keep seeing this shield. I don't understand it at all, but I keep seeing it, and it's really cool. I like the shield. I want more shields. So this is what I've been complaining about this whole time. I don't have a shield, you know? It's great. It's great now, you know? I have a shield, and I feel like I can protect people Friendly is up to protecting people. That is what I do. Oh well. So we're just destroying these guys, just destroying them, breaking them down, destroying them, and making their bones into dust water. Yeah, that's right, dust water. That's where you just put dust in water. What the hell? Oh, I got lilies. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I don't know what that does. I know there's a lily heal somewhere. Oh, what? That's that. What is my sprint doing there? No, that's not where my sprint belongs. Well, there we go. All we had to do is purify the tainted areas, which was a little simple. I mean, the instance for the last one was a lot harder, and that was a level 50 quest. This is level 54. That's all I had to do to get the next stone power. Sometimes I feel like some of the quests are a lot harder and some are a lot easier, and it's just a bit unproportionate. But hey, I just want my stone. That's all I care about. That's all I want right now. So for our final couple of, the moments where we only have to get 200,000 experience, I thought we'd finish off with a trial. Now you guys know I do not like the trials, but I feel that maybe I can give them a second chance. The final thing we're going to do, you know? It feels right. It feels right. So let's give it a go. Well, we're about to hit level 60, so we're going to do a trial. Oh great, we're finishing off with the crag. Oh no! No! We're finishing off with Ravana! Oh, I hate Ravana. Ravana is a nightmare to deal with. Ravana is so hard. It is my least liked trial. Like, I just find it so pointlessly difficult. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. Let's put that down. You guys will be good. You guys will be good. And it heals very slowly. Wait, is he pointed the right way? Have they pointed him the right way? Because I'm very annoyed if they don't point him the right way. I will destroy them! Murder! It's so weird coming back to this, because obviously I've learned a lot since I started playing, and this one was actually my last trial, like the last trial I've done in ages. So I expected I would be really, really bad at this. I would be fumbling over myself, just trying to figure out what was going on. But in saying that, it wasn't like that. It wasn't as bad as I thought. It has been going a lot quicker, a lot easier, and only one person has died this entire time. Only one person, and we revived them straight away, so it wasn't even an issue, and this has just been wonderful. Like, even someone said, damn it, and good job. So, honestly, really happy. Really happy this is the way we ended it. It was a second chance on trials, as I said, we'll give it a second chance, and it did it. It gave me that moment of like, you know what, this was good. This is good.
Well, guys, we have come to the end. That's right, we've come to the end of the episode. I hope that you've enjoyed. We have come to the end of Final Fantasy Online, level 1 to level 60. I unfortunately did have it go corrupted. We did have to re-upload. I decided to re-upload it in sections, which I do with most of my things, and I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope you have. And if you have, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Don't forget to eat spaghetti. And I will see you in the next series or the next episode, depending on what you want to do, because it is up to you. Anyway, guys, bye!